Join and become a member today! Not only will you get access to custom badges and emojis, members will have early access to new videos before anyone else, get bonus videos, and much more. All members will also get highlighted at the end of each video as a thank you for going above and beyond. So what are you waiting for? Click the join button and enter the command center.
Rangers, I have summoned you all here across time and space in anticipation for a challenge the likes of which you have never faced.
You all possess extraordinary skill and have proven yourselves worthy to be called Power Rangers. But what lies ahead is the opportunity for one of you to truly be called the best.
That is right, Alpha. When performing your duties as Power Rangers, the sum of your parts is greater than the individual. But this challenge will test you as individuals, pushing the qualities that made you Rangers to their very limits. You will rely on your own strategic thinking, instincts, and power until only one of you stands on top.
Walk in, Rangers, and welcome to the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament! Each one of you will have a chance to show your stuff to determine who truly is the greatest Ranger of them all.
However, there are some preliminary measures that must be handled first.
Aye, you're right, Zordon. Oh, my circuits are overloading just thinking about all the excitement.
To determine who will face off in the grand tournament, you must first duel the other Rangers of your respective color, and only the best of them will advance on. Alpha has taken the liberty of creating tournament brackets for each color, and will be updating them as we progress with each match. And what better way to start than with the leaders of each team, the Red Rangers.
Oh, this is so exciting! I can't wait anymore! Rangers, grab your decks, and for the folks at home watching, grab your snacks and get ready, because the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament starts now!
The first match of round one will start strong as two heavy hitters make their way to the dueling arena. Dueling first is Jason Lee Scott, the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, versus the ever-confident leader of the Dino Thunder Power Rangers team, Connor McKnight.
Wow, I didn't expect such heroic titans to face off so soon.
Remember, Alpha, that you are the one to determine the matchups.
Oh, right. How could I forget? Jason's deck is filled with Tuner and Fiend monsters with a multitude of effects that allow him to unleash his powerful Red Dragon Archfiend. If Connor's not careful, this duel will be over before it even starts.
Accurate analysis, Alpha. But let us not count out Connor and the strength of his Jirac monsters. Like Jason, he also uses Synchro monsters with the power to fortify his army of dinosaurs. If Connor manages to stretch this duel, the advantage may very well be in his favor.
Oh, Zordon, it seems like this duel can go either way, but there's only one way to find out. Duelists, are you ready?
Better believe it.
Ready to rock.
Then let the first match of the tournament begin.
Ready to throw down, old dude?
It's a shame. All that time with Tommy and you still haven't learned any manners.
Well, you know what they say, age before beauty. So kick this thing off, Grandpa, before we have to put you down for a nap.
If that's how you want to play, then let me show you how the OG gets it done. I'll start by playing Soul Resonator in attack, and thanks to its effect, I can add one level 4 or lower Fiend monster from my deck. But we're just getting started. Because I control a Fiend Tuner with 1500 or less attack, I can special summon the card I just drew, Wandering King Wild Wind.
Not bad, old dude.
Oh, I haven't even begun to cook yet. I activate the spell, Resonator Command. By discarding a Resonator card, I can bring another level 4 or lower Fiend from my deck, and I choose Crimson Resonator.
But I'll play nice and let you have a swing. Show me what you got, rookie.
Gladly, you old fossil. I'll start by placing one card face down, and then I'll show you the true power of the dinosaurs by summoning
Jirac Guaiba.
I'll throw down one more face down before using my shrink spell card on your pathetic excuse for a king.
Now Guaiba, stomp his wandering king. Check this out, Pops. Whenever Guaiba destroys a monster, I get to bring out one of his Jurassic buddies.
Is that supposed to scare me?
Give me a bit, and I'll have you crying back to Zordon. The monster I choose is the tuner monster, Jirac Aeolo. Come say hello.
Tuner?
Thought you were the only one rocking synchros. Get real. Now get ready, because now I tune my Guaiba with my Aeolo to synchro summon Jirac Velfido. How's that for taking a swing, Pops?
If that's the best you can do, then you might as well throw in the towel now.
Please. I got plenty more Dino Might in my deck ready to send you back to the Stone Age.
Let's see, shall we? I set one monster face down in defense mode, and that'll be my turn. Back to you.
Seriously? All that talk and this is the best you can do?
Should be easy pickings for someone of your skill, right?
I know he's baiting me to attack, but I can't allow him to set up for a synchro summon. Well, Jason, let me show you just what someone of my skill can do.
I summon Jirac Velo in attack mode! Let's see how you like this Dino Assault. I attack your face down with Velfido, triggering my trap card, Survival of the Fittest.
Not only does it grant my Dino a 1,000 point boost, but once it sends your monster to the graveyard, it can attack again. Now I use the effect of my Velfido, allowing me to destroy a defense position monster once it attacks. Huh? Why can't my monster attack again?
Rookie mistake. You overrode the effect of your trap with the effect of your monster, saving my life points in the process.
Whatever. Velo, annihilate Soul Resonator. With nothing on your field, your chances of summoning something powerful just went up in smoke.
And the fact that you believe that tells me just how much more you have to learn. All right, the kitty gloves are coming off. Get ready, because it's morphin' time! Tyrannosaurus! Get ready, because I'm coming at you with everything I got! I activate the effect of Bone Archfiend in my hand. By discarding one other card, I can special summon it. But he's about to get some company, because I'm calling out Red Resonator! Let me show you a favorite combo of mine. Bone Archfiend! Tune with Red Resonator to become the mighty Red Rising Dragon!
Mighty? Your little lizard has no chance against my dino.
I'm nowhere close to being done!
What?
I call upon the power of my dragon to bring back Red Resonator from the grave! Next, I'll use the effect of my specially summoned Red Resonator to gain life points equal to the attack of any monster on the field. And I choose your Jirac Velfido. Thanks for the boost!
Parasite.
Now let's bring them all together! Red Rising Dragon, combined with Red Resonator to become the unstoppable Hot Red Dragon Archfiend! Ha!
Crap, that can't be good.
And it's about to get worse. My dragon has the ability to destroy every other face-up monster on the field. So say goodbye to your Jurassic jokes. Next, I'm going to activate the secondary effect of my Wandering King Wildwind from my graveyard. By banishing it, I can add Synchron Resonator to my hand. And thanks to me having a Synchro monster on the field, I can bring him right on out. Come forth, Synchron Resonator!
Are you done yet?
Far from it. I activate the spell Resonator Call, letting me choose one more Resonator monster from my deck. We're about to take this to the next level, as I tune my dragon with my Synchron Resonator. Rise from the shadows, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss! For my last trick, I'll activate the effect of Synchron Resonator. Since it was sent from the field to the grave, I can add another Resonator monster from my grave to my hand. And that's all from me this turn.
What? But I'm wide open! You did all that to not attack me?
And let you spring your obvious trap? I don't think so.
But you're gonna have to attack sooner or later. And unlike you, old man, I got all the time in the world. I'm just gonna set this one card face down and end my turn.
What's it gonna be, Pops?
You gonna attack, or let me set up more Jirac dinos to crush you?
If you dueled like how you run your mouth, you might actually give me a challenge. But he has a point. I can't keep playing defense because of that face down card. It's time to do some damage. All right, Connor, since you want me to attack, I'm coming at you in full force. I activate the continuous spell, Crimson Gaia. This spell lets me draw any card from my deck that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend. I set one card face down, then summon another Red Resonator. Following that, I'll use the effect of the barrier resonator in my hand to send it to the grave. Aw, don't cry, because you'll be seeing him again real soon. I banished my Red Rising Dragon in order to special summon my fallen tuners, Barrier Resonator and Synchron Resonator. If you thought my dragon was hot now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Give me your best shot.
Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss! Tune with Synchron Resonator to soar to new heights! Come forth, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane! And thanks to Synchron Resonator, another Resonator returns to my hand. Now, you wanted me to attack? Fine. Archfiend Bane! Great Summit Breaker!
I can't believe you actually took the bait.
What?
My turn. Dino Thunder, power up! Ha! I activate Mirror Force!
So even after all that, your precious dragon and his lackeys are taking a trip back to the graveyard.
So that's why you wanted me to attack.
Ding, ding, ding. Someone give him a cookie.
So the greenhorn has some claws, huh? All right, newbie. The floor's all yours.
Time for a little digging of my own. I activate Fossil Dig.
But not before I activate a trap of my own. Go Red Zone!
Are you serious?
Like any good Red Ranger should be. Now I can bring back my banished Red Rising Dragon.
You interrupted me just for that, and you call me the rookie. Now, before I was rudely interrupted, my card allows me to choose any level 6 or lower dinosaur monster from my deck. I pick Jirac Dino. Come on out, little buddy.
Little is putting it nicely.
Then let's even the playing field. Once again, I use the power of my Shrink Spell card to bring your dragon down to size. Now who's the little one?
Jirac Dino, attack!
Before I end my turn, I'm going to use the effect of my Dino. By sacrificing it, I can draw 2 more cards.
And moves like that are why you're still a rookie.
Please, in a few more turns, this duel is over.
Yeah, it will be over. For you!
Huh?
I once again call upon the powers of my Bone Archfiend, discarding 1 card so we can return to my field. And I hope you haven't forgotten the ability of my Red Rising Dragon while it's in the graveyard. Come out! Barrier Resonator! Synchron Resonator! Time to get in the zone with Red Zone. Return to the field, Red Rising Dragon!
This doesn't look good.
You have no idea. I summon Crimson Resonator! Alright, get ready, because this is gonna hurt. A lot. Bone Archfiend, tune with Crimson Resonator to become a 2nd Red Rising Dragon! I'm sure you remember my dragon's effect. Return from the grave, Red Resonator! I'll let my Resonator give my life points a little boost before we get into the main course. Witness as great power is fortified into a single vessel, as might becomes even mightier, as I synchro summon the Red Dragon Archfiend!
Dude, you do remember this is just a card game, right?
We're not done!
Okay, screw me, I guess.
My dragon's power can go even further beyond! Red Dragon Archfiend! Tune with my 2 Resonators to unleash your absolute might! Emerge! Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend! Thank you, Synchron Resonator, for bringing back one of my fallen comrades. And thanks to Crimson Gaia, I can call for even more backup. Since a dark monster greater than level 4 is on the field, I can special summon Vision Resonator. I bet you know the drill by now.
Just do it already, dude.
Red Rising Dragon! Tune with Vision Resonator and descend a Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend! Alright, say your prayers, rookie! My dragons are going in. Go, Scarlight! Obliterate that face down! That triggers another effect of my Crimson Gaia. When a monster on the field is destroyed, I can special summon Red Dragon Archfiend back from the graveyard.
Well, I'm cooked.
Red Dragon Archfiend! Absolute Power Force! My Tyrant Dragon! Go! Draw your last card. This duel is over.
I'm not going down without a fight. It's not over until the last card is played. Yeah, this duel's done.
Red Dragons, finish this!
The winner of the first match in round 1 is Jason.
Ay, ay, ay! The thrills, the chills. Jason really showed Connor that experience can make all the difference, not only in duel monsters, but when being a leader.
Precisely, Alpha. Throughout the match, Jason bided his time until he had exactly what he needed to turn the duel in his favor. Connor displayed potential and at one point looked to have Jason defenseless, but in the end, it was the mighty Morphin Red Ranger that claimed victory and will advance to round 2.
Before signing off, let's have a few parting words from today's duelists.
This duel was only the beginning. Look out, everyone, especially you, Tommy. That top spot is mine.
You know, I didn't think I'd like this sort of thing, but in the end, it was actually pretty fun. Just don't tell Ethan that, okay?
And just like that, the first match of the tournament has officially come to a close. To the viewers at home, let us know what your favorite part of today's duel was, and comment who you think will take the crown. Thank you all for coming, and see you soon for match 2.
What a duel! Connor put up a decent fight, but Jason was in control of everything from start to finish.
Please, let either one of them get in the ring with the Sky Cowboy, and my deck will knock them out the sky.
Want a bet, hotshot? I got more than enough juice left in the tank for the likes of you.
Bring it on, little man. I'll gladly give you another loss to add to the tally.
Settle down, Rangers. Connor, you dueled admirably against Jason, but conserve your strength. You will have another chance to prove what you can truly do.
Hold up, for real?
For real, my dino friend. After much discussion, Zordon and I decided that at the end of the tournament, there will be a runner-up bracket for those who have been knocked out to have a second chance at glory.
Right, Alpha. All of you are skilled, and we want to truly showcase just how much. In the first match of round 1, it was Jason who claimed victory and awaits his next challenger for round 2. The winner of today's matchup will decide his next opponent.
Jumping transistors! Hi, hi, hi! I can't wait any longer. Cue the intro, and let's get today's matchup underway. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle in because today's duelists might wear the same color, but couldn't be any more different.
Facing off in the second match of round 1 are Andros, Red Space Ranger hailing from the space colony KO-35, and Cole Evans, Wild Force Red Ranger, Guardian of the Earth.
Andros spent most of his tenure as a Red Ranger alone, choosing to rely on his own power rather than endanger would-be teammates. He eventually grew out of that, but his Cosmo deck reflects this solo power attitude. Any one of the ships in his Cosmo fleet can punish anyone who isn't careful.
While Andros relies on the power of one, Cole's Naturia monsters rely on each other, building upon their strengths as a unit instead of what they can do individually. Very soon we will see which philosophy reigns supreme. One versus all, nature versus machine. Which will come out on top?
Andros, Cole, are you two ready?
I was born ready.
I'm ready to go.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin.
It's great seeing you again, Andros. Let's have a great duel.
Likewise. But if you think I'll go easy on you just because we fought together, you got another thing coming. We're here to prove who's the best, and I intend to do just that.
I really don't care about winning. But if it's a challenge you desire, my cards will give you what you ask. Allow me to start things off. From my hand, I summon Naturia Camellia, and I use its effect to send Naturia Mole Cricket to the graveyard.
What are you planning by getting rid of your monsters?
Patience, my friend. You'll see just what my team is capable of in due time. I place this card face down, and that's my turn. You're up, Andros.
You're a great ranger, Cole. But if this is the best you can do, you're in for a rude awakening. Watch this. To set things up, I activate the field spell, Cosmo Town. Now come on out, Cosmo Farm Girl.
Thanks for that.
Huh?
Because you summoned a monster of your own, my Naturia Camellia can call forth a monster from the grave.
Is that all? I thought it was something I actually had to worry about. Let's see your little creatures contend with this. I use the effect of Cosmo Farm Girl, banishing her to bring out some heavy firepower. Lock on, Cosmo Forerunner.
That hunk of junk doesn't scare me. Join your friend, Naturia Mole Cricket.
Cute. I activate the effect of Cosmotown.
But not before I reveal my trap. Naturia Sacred Tree! With it, I'll tribute my Mole Cricket to bring out Naturia Sunflower in defense mode.
Seriously, what's with all these weak cards? You can't honestly think they have a chance against my Cosmo fleet.
You should know more than anyone that it isn't power that makes a ranger. It's the spirit to keep fighting no matter what's in front of you.
You're right. Spirit is what makes a ranger. But will yours be enough? Now with Cosmotown, by revealing a card, I can shuffle it back into my deck to draw another. I set one card face down on the field, then use another effect of Cosmotown. I can retrieve my banished monster at the small price of a few life points. That's enough of that. Now my Forerunner. Annihilate his Amelia. Alright, Cole. Is your blazing spirit enough to bring me down?
To quote my friend Danny, I'll never give up. I am the Blazing Lion. Giving up is not an option. Wild access! Ha! Wild Force Rangers! Yeah! Guardians of the Earth, united, we roar! This comeback starts by summoning another, Naturia Camellia, but this time, it's Naturia Pineapple I'm sending to the grave.
Different fruit, same outcome.
That's where you're wrong! By themselves, my Naturia monsters might not be much, but their strength comes in unity. They embody the true spirit of the Power Rangers. Naturia Sunflower, tune with Naturia Camellia, and unleash your might! Naturia Barkion!
Pretty impressive step up, but your pet is still no match for my war machine.
Oh, just you wait. Since I special summoned a Naturia monster from my extra deck, my Mole Cricket can come back from the graveyard. Next, I activate the spell, Naturia Blessing, and I use it to bring out the tuner, Naturia Stinkbug, from my hand. Look, Andros, as the spirit of the Blazing Lion manifests from all the creatures of the wild, as its supreme guardian, descend upon the earth, Leo, the keeper of the sacred tree. This is the embodiment of all the strength of my friends, and it's more than enough to take down your soulless scrap heap.
You're right, Cole. My Forerunner doesn't have nearly enough power to take down your lion. Too bad. It doesn't need to.
What?
Let's rock it!
Power Red! Ha!
This duel ends now. I activate my trap card, Cosmojo. By sending my Forerunner to the grave, I can banish one other card on the field.
It can't be.
Say goodbye to your Leo. But I'm not done. By banishing Cosmo Forerunner, a level 6 or lower Cosmo monster can come straight to the field. I summon Cosmo Slip Rider. And thanks to this favorite card of mine, once it's summoned, a spell or trap card on your side of the field can be destroyed.
Oh no! My tree! At least its sacrifice won't be in vain. Once Naturia's sacred tree is destroyed, I can add another Naturia card to my hand.
Better make it count, because this is your last turn.
I choose Naturia Butterfly. Your move.
Sorry, Cole. Your spirit shone bright in this duel, but it'll take more than that to claim the title as the best. And today, that title rightfully belongs to me. Let me show you why. By banishing Cosmo monsters from my hand with levels equaling level 10, I special summon my ultimate card, Cosmo Dark Planet. I summon the Cosmo Farm Girl I retrieved earlier. And now we finish this.
There's no doubt about it. The winner of today's match is Andros! From the moment he brought out his Cosmo Forerunner, the tide of the duel continued to flow in his favor.
Cole did his best. He was true to the spirit of himself and his deck, calling upon the strengths of his weaker monsters in order to bring out a monster that even eclipsed Andros' Forerunner in power. Unfortunately for Cole, Andros was willing to sacrifice his powerful card to secure his victory in the end.
Just like Andros to destroy something powerful for the greater good. Too soon?
Do our contestants have any final remarks?
It's like I said in our duel. I didn't really care about winning. I still hope I gave Andros a proper challenge. Maybe after going over my deck, I can turn things around in the future.
Looks like it's me and Jason for round 2. It won't be easy, but I don't intend on going down.
Excellent words from these two spectacular Rangers. For the viewers at home, thank you all for watching, and vote down below on who you think will be named the greatest Ranger of all time. And with that, today's duel has officially come to a close. Thank you and good night.
I special summon my ultimate card, Cosmo Dark Planet.
Fascinating.
I summon the Cosmo
Andros'
Farm
Cosmo
Girl
cards are incredible. The odds of Cole winning that duel definitely weren't in his favor.
Do you think Jason can take him down in the next round? Seriously, dude is rocking some serious firepower.
Hey guys, don't sweat it. There's no way Jason can lose. He's gonna take it all the way. Ain't that right, Jace?
Got that right. Losing isn't an option.
You're right, Jason. It isn't.
What are you talking about?
Take a look at Alpha's bracket. If things go according to plan, the two of us will meet in the quarterfinals. Then we can decide once and for all who is truly the best between the two of us.
Exactly. Jason, you're my friend and fellow ranger, but no one has been able to push my skills like you can. I won't be satisfied until I can show you exactly what I'm capable of in this tournament.
Likewise, you're the one at bat today. Breeze through the competition, and I'll see you in the quarterfinals.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Welcome once again as we prepare for the next match in the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. If the previous duel did nothing else, it showed just how much our contestants are willing to prove themselves amongst their Ranger counterparts.
That's putting it lightly, Zordon. The way Andros piloted those Cosmo cards, it was like being back in the Astro Megaship. I know it's still early in the tournament, but if I was a betting robot, I'd wager Andros has what it takes to make it to the top.
That's quite the vote of confidence, Alpha. But we will see that outcome at the start of round 2 when he takes on Jason. For now, let us focus on today's duel.
Very well. Today's duelists are a match I'm sure no one expected. Our first challenger is a ranger I'm sure needs no introduction. He started off evil, but then became the epitome of what it means to be a Power Ranger. Everyone please welcome Tommy Oliver.
Tommy, as Zeo Ranger 5, is armed with a deck centered on the might of the Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's one that boasts explosive power, not unlike Tommy himself. If played correctly, his opponent could be eliminated quickly.
Let's not write off his opponent so quickly, Zordon. Facing off against Tommy is a born warrior through and through. Trained as a ninja since childhood, he's faced hardships unlike any other while still coming out on top. Our second contestant is Brody Romero.
The Ninja Steel Red Ranger wields Karakuri cards, tricky little puppets that rely on cunning and adequately played maneuvers to overwhelm the opponent. Ideal for a young ninja like Brody, but will it be enough to claim victory over Tommy and his Red Eyes?
I guess it's time we let the cards do the talking. Duelists, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Bring it on.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Brody. Don't take this the wrong way, but Jason's expecting me in the quarterfinals, so I'm going all out.
You know we've met before, right? Why are you here as the Red Ranger anyway? Everyone knows you were the best in green.
Look, when I pulled out my Master Morpher, the mechanism got stuck on the Zeo Red Ranger. And let me correct you, I'm the best in every color.
I don't know, dude. It just seems to me like you were doing too much. You were green, white, red again, black, Lord Draken.
Who?
Nothing. All I'm saying is that how can you truly call yourself the best when you do 5 separate things at 1/5 the commitment? Whatever. We're here to duel. And I'll start us off by playing my Karakuri Komachi Model 224 Ninishi in attack mode. And when this card is played, I get another normal summon. Go Karakuri Ninja Model 339 Sazank.
Not a bad move, fortifying your defense so early, even if they are on the weaker side.
Oh, trust me, I'm just getting started. From my hand, I activate the effect of Karakuri Bonze, Model 9763 Kunamzan, to change one of my monsters to defense mode in order to special summon it as a tuner. And if you've been paying attention to the previous duels, you should know what comes next.
Show me what you got then.
I tune my Sazank with Kunamzan to synchro summon the Heart of Ninja Steel, Karakuri Steel Shogun, Model 00X Burrito.
A synchro monster with 2,800 attack points on his first turn. Brody isn't playing around.
To bolster my defense even further, I activate Burrito's effect. Once summoned, he can call forth another Karakuri from my deck. I choose Karakuri Barrel, Model 96 Shinkuro. I'll finish my turn by playing 1 card face down.
I'll admit, Brody, I wasn't expecting to get this much of a challenge from a Ninja Steel Ranger.
The f fuck is that supposed to mean?
But I think it's about time to show you just what decades of Ranger experience can do. I play the monster Keeper of Dragon Magic, and by discarding one card, I can retrieve polymerization from my deck.
You really are keeping it old school by using fusions.
I might be old, but I can still pull it off. Next, I activate Red Eye's Insight, sending Red Eye's Wyvern to the grave so I can add Red Eye's Fusion to my hand.
Sounding a little zesty there, bud.
I set one card on the field, then activate the second effect of my monster. By revealing a fusion monster, I can resurrect one of its materials from the graveyard in face-down defense position.
Is that supposed to scare me? Summon Skull's defense is pathetic. It won't last until your next turn.
Don't write me off just yet. Keeper of Dragon Magic! Destroy his Shinkuro! What? Why is it still standing?
That's because once per turn, Shinkuro can't be destroyed in battle.
I guess I should have read the fine print. That's my turn then. You're up.
For a legendary Power Ranger, you're not making this very difficult for me. If you don't step it up, it'll be me facing Jayden in the quarterfinals.
Get real. The duel's not over by a long shot. Besides, me and Jayden have a little score to settle.
Then step it up and duel like you mean it. I summon Karakuri Strategist, model 248 Nishipachi. This little guy lets me change the battle position of one of my other monsters, and I choose Shinkuro. And because its position changed, Bureido's effect lets me draw another card. Next, I activate the continuous spell, Karakuri Anatomy.
I didn't know you were into puppets like that.
Shut up. Let me show you what this card does. I switch Shinkuro back to defense mode, adding a Karakuri counter to my spell card. What those counters do, you'll just have to wait to find out. For now, I activate Monster Reborn to bring back Sazonk from the grave.
With more monsters, he's probably looking to synchro summon again.
Time to battle.
Huh?
Burrito, attack Keeper of Dragon Magic.
Why would you do that when you know my summoned skull could potentially be the bigger threat next turn? Unless...
Finally figure it out, Dr. Oliver? I'm not going to beat you unless it's at your best. How many people can say they've defeated the Tommy Oliver? This is how I'm going to prove my strength. By beating you after you've been pushed to your limit. Now come on.
So that's the game you want to play, huh? Fine, I'll play along. But here's the thing about the Zayto crystal, Brody. It has no limits. It's morphin' time! Get ready to fight! You wanted my best? Well, here it is. I activate my trap, Red Eye Spirit. And with it, I can bring back my Red Eye's Wyvern from the grave. So, Mr. Big Shot, who's it gonna be? Because no matter what you choose, I have more than enough to bring you down.
All right, the real Tommy Oliver is starting to come out. Perfect. Burrito, waste his monster! Luckily for you, my Nishipachi has to attack, so attack his face-down summoned skull. Your move. Make it a good one.
Oh, I intend to. Perfect. With good old Red Eyes in my hand, this duel is in the bag. Brody's good, but he's never faced power backed by the Zayto crystal. Brace yourself, Brody, because a storm is blowing through.
Hey, yo.
I play polymerization. You should have taken out my summoned skull, because I fuse it with the Red Eye's Black Dragon in my hand. Their power combines to form the mighty Archfiend Black Skull Dragon!
Whoa, that thing's jacked.
And so are you in a moment. Join in on the fight, Gearfried the Red Eye's Iron Knight. Black Skull Dragon, destroy Burrito. Red Eye's Wyvern, attack Nishipachi!
Not so fast.
What are you talking about?
I activate Mirror Force.
Son of a...
And since Nishipachi was still the target of an attack, it shifts to defense mode, adding a second counter to my Karakuri Anatomy spell.
If you had Mirror Force that whole time, why didn't you use it to save your stronger monster?
To give you a false sense of security.
Dick.
Anyway, it's my turn, and I summon Karakuri Merchant, model 177 Inashichi. Once this guy hits the field, I can add another Karakuri card from my deck to my hand. From my deck, I choose the field spell Karakuri Showdown Castle. I play my castle.
And what does that do?
Call it insurance.
Now, since my Katakuri Anatomy spell has 2 counters on it, I can send it to the graveyard to draw 2 more cards. I set 1 more card face down, and now it's time to turn things up myself.
Ninja spin! Power of the ninja! Yeah! Ninja steel, red!
Time for the real duel to begin. I hope you didn't think Burrito was a solo act.
Don't tell me.
Ninja Shadow Clone Technique! Return to the field, Burrito!
I know you have memory problems, so I'll remind you. Once Burrito is synchro summoned, I can special summon another Katakuri. I summon another Kunamzan.
You really like playing the same cards over and over. How about you try something a little inspired?
Pretty big talk for someone about to be shafted by a bunch of wood. Try this on for size. Kunamzan. Tune with Shinkuro to ascend to the next level of ninja. Come on out, Katakuri Shogun Model 00 Bude.
All of these Shoguns are making me weirdly nostalgic.
Don't worry, because they're about to bring you back to reality. Using Bure's effect, I special summon another Inashichi in defense mode. Then I use his other effect to change Inashichi to attack mode, triggering Burrito's ability to let me draw another card. Wake up from your daydreaming yet?
Get on with it, man.
Gladly. I use Golden Gearbox to give Burrito a little boost in power.
All right, guys, go all out. Attack!
So much for being the greatest ranger of all time. I thought you were finally showing why you were considered the best. But I guess it was all hype. Next turn, you're finished.
If you think this is enough for me to give up, then you don't know me at all. I've been through much tighter scrapes than this, and still made it out on top. Serpentera, the Machine Empire, Mesogog, even time itself. Throughout this entire duel, you've been talking about beating me. But guess what? I'm still standing, and as long as I still have life points, I'll keep fighting. It's my move. Time to take control back of this duel. The time is now. From my hand, I activate the spell. Red Eyes Fusion! Fire still burns inside of me, like a phoenix rising from the ashes to claim victory. Using this card, I call forth a being like no other. It's none other than Meteor Black Comet Dragon! Not only is my dragon stacked with explosive firepower, but it has a devastating ability. By sending one monster to the graveyard, half of the discarded monster's attack points are dealt to you as damage.
Well, well, well. Look who decided to fight back.
And my dragon is ready to sink his claws into something. Meteor! Black Comet Dragon! Obliterate his Burrito!
I activate Scrap Iron Scarecrow!
No way!
Thanks to this tricky little card, your attack is negated, and I can set it back down on my field. Once again, your big flashy move is easily countered. It'll take more than brute strength to defeat a ninja.
We'll see about that. I use the effect of the Black Metal Dragon in my hand. I can attach it to my Meteor Dragon to give it a 600-point boost. You might be able to stop my attack for now, but my beast is the strongest on the field by a mile. Just try to bring him down.
This duel is just about finished anyway, so I guess I can oblige. I use Bude's effect to change Burrito to defense mode, letting Burrito gift me another card. Next, I'll send my Inashichi to the grave to tribute summon Karakuri Ninja Model 7749 Nanashik. And because I have 2 cards in defense mode, Nanashik lets me draw 2 more cards. Look, Tommy, you might have spent decades as a ranger, but I spent my entire life training as a ninja. This is the fruit of my labor.
No, I refuse to let it end like this.
As if you had a choice. Nanashik, tune with Nanishi into a beast built to win. It was actually Sarah's idea to add this to my deck. Emerge, Scrap Dragon!
Scrap Dragon? That's not a Katakuri card.
You're right. It's not. It's the key to your defeat. With Scrap Dragon's epic effect, I can choose one card I control, one card you control, and destroy them both.
No, I don't believe it. My dragon!
Your dragon is the least of your worries. Because my castle was sent to the graveyard, I can special summon a level 4 or higher Karakuri from the graveyard.
Not so fast. Your cards aren't the only ones to activate from beyond the grave. Thanks to my fallen dragon, I can return some powerful backup from the grave to the field. Not only that, my black metal dragon gifts me a red ice card from my deck. I told you, Brody, I'm not done.
You just delayed the inevitable. It's over, Tommy. The power of the Zeo Crystal was no match for the cunning of Ninja Steel.
End this!
I can't believe it. Tommy? Lost?
I don't want to believe it either, Zach, but we can't deny what we just saw.
The winner of today's match is Brody Romero.
It can't be! How could Tommy lose in round 1? It was supposed to be you and me!
Jason, please, don't lose your head. Both of them dueled well, but it just wasn't in the cards for Tommy today. Brody's Karakuri monsters are tricky things to defeat. Sure, Tommy had the upper hand in raw power, but you know more than anyone that it takes more than that to be a great duelist, let alone a great ranger.
Jason, Alpha is correct in assessing the duel. Every ranger has their own experience that they bring with them to the table. It is how they use that experience that allows them to alter the course of a battle in their advantage. Here is my advice to you. If you truly wish to face Tommy one-on-one, become the champion of this tournament. Should Tommy make it to the top of the runner-up bracket, you two will face off in a winner-take-all duel. But I warn you, Jason, it will not be an easy challenge. There are many skilled rangers aiming for the top, just as you are.
I understand, Zordon. And trust me, I know it won't be easy. Tommy, our duel might not come as soon as we like, but I'm aiming for the top. And I know you are too. I'll be waiting.
Excellent. Now, do we have any final remarks from today's duelists?
Tommy, I know I taunted you a lot in our duel, but it was really an honor to go against you. You're an epic duelist, and an even more epic ranger. Thanks for the awesome match.
No sweat, Brody. Your skills are incredible. Keep it up. And Jason, I hear you loud and clear. Once my deck is honed to perfection, I'll be right there waiting to take you on.
With that, today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has officially come to a close. Thank you all for your support for keeping this tournament alive, and Alpha and I will see you next time for the next match. Good day, everyone. Farewell.
Yes, of course. Once again, I apologize for the mix-up. We'll see you and your team soon, Delphine.
Is something the matter, Alpha?
Hey, Zordon! I made a grave miscalculation when crafting the tournament bracket. I completely overlooked the Rangers from Aquitar. After all they've done for us, how could I just forget about them?
Fret not, Alpha. The Aquitians are a very understanding people. They will not hold this against you.
Oh, I hope you're right. That's why I called Delphine to have her and her team fly over as soon as they can. We used all the power we had transporting the rest of the Rangers here, so unfortunately, they have to take the scenic route. They'll have plenty of time to polish their decks in the meantime.
Excellent. May the power protect them on their journey. For now, it is time for us to begin with today's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the previous duels in the tournament have been nothing less than spectacular. Each of our contestants are showing exactly why they've been chosen as Red Rangers. The skill, finesse, power. They've got it all.
I could not agree more, Alpha, and today's duelists are sure to demonstrate much more of that same attitude.
I guess you could say they're teenagers with attitude. Anyway, let's introduce today's duelists. The first is actually a Red Ranger we had to pull out of retirement. From humble beginnings, he led his team against countless intergalactic threats, both past, present, and future. Straight out of Space Patrol Delta is Jack Landors.
Jack's passion as a ranger and law enforcement officer is reflected in his security force deck. These monsters have the ability to stop whatever is in their way.
Only if the monsters stay on the field long enough to be in the way. Jack's opponent is another Ninja Ranger, this time one hailing from the Wind Ninja Academy. He too had to climb the ranks, but once he did, he became a force to be reckoned with. I present to you Shane Clark, the Red Wind Ranger.
Shane's Yosenju deck represents himself, a silent breeze with the strength of a hurricane. These monsters can blitz a field and do massive damage before the opponent knows what hit them. Perfect for one embodying the power of air.
I'm ready to get this next match underway. Duelists, are you ready?
Locked and loaded.
Ready to win.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin.
Looks like this tournament is getting back-to-back ninja action. Too bad I'm putting an end to that winning streak right now.
Please, don't compare me to that lame excuse for a shadow clone. The OG is here and ready to show what true ninja skills are about.
You got some fire in you. I like that. All right then, let's see how long it lasts. I'll start us off by playing the field spell S-Force Bridgehead, letting me add an S-Force monster from my deck to my hand.
Seems kind of basic for a field spell.
Oh, trust, there's more to it than that, but wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. Next, I'll summon the card I just got, my favorite, S-Force Aura Fist. Then I'll set these two cards face down and end my turn. You're up, Naruto.
Funny, this little poser got one thing right in the previous duel though. Never underestimate a ninja, and you're about to learn that firsthand. I activate the continuous spell, Yosen Training Grounds. Whenever a Yosenju monster is summoned on my side of the field, a Yosen counter is added to my spell. But I'll just end my turn after setting this card face down.
What kind of mind trick is he trying to pull? I've seen enough of these duels to know a mirror force could be lurking at any moment. But I've never been one to play defensive, and I'm not starting today. You clearly want me to attack, but you must not know that I never back down from a challenge.
So prove it.
Say less. I summon S-Force Rapichiyomaru. I then activate his special ability. By banishing one S-Force card from my hand, I can special summon...
No, I don't think you will.
Excuse me?
I activate my trap, Yosenju Sword Sting. Since I control no monsters, I can reveal 2 Yosenjus in my hand to send your cards back to your hand, neutralizing your monster's effect.
Ah, so the little birdie's got some talons after all. I'll admit that was a nice move. Well, that's my turn.
And that was just a taste of what's in store. As a matter of fact, how about we show the audience something new in this tournament?
What did you have in mind?
This. I set the pendulum scale with scale 7, Myosenju Daibak!
So that's what you meant by showing something new.
And that's just the start. Next, I summon Yosenju Sabu, adding a Yosen counter to my spell. Next, I activate Sabu's ability, letting me grab another Yosenju pendulum monster from my deck.
But not before I activate a trap of my own. Bottomless trap hole, banishing your little weasel.
That's fine. He did everything I needed him to do. With my new pendulum card in hand, I set 2 more cards face down and end my turn. Feeling the pressure now? I told you were dealing with the OG Ninja Red Ranger. It's only a matter of time before I claim victory in this duel.
You done yapping yet? Last time I checked, both of us are still full on life points, and I got plenty of tricks up my sleeve. Tell me if you like this trick. I summon S-Force Edge Razor. When this monster comes out front and center, he can call for some backup. Come back out, Orifist. I hope you don't think you're the only one to send monsters back. I activate the trap, S-Force Chase. Now that I control 2 different S-Force monsters, I can target 2 face-up cards you control and return them to your hand.
An unfortunate setback, but nothing I can't handle.
We'll see how you handle this. Attack him directly, my squad!
As if I'd be completely defenseless. You've triggered my storming mirror force.
So you did have a mirror force.
And your cards are off the field and back in your hand.
All right, it was fine at first, but this back and forth is starting to get old.
I don't see you doing anything about it, but he isn't wrong. We're not getting anywhere in this duel, especially not with the cards I have now. I'll just have to do what I can until I get what I need. Don't worry, Jack. This duel's gonna pick up sooner than you think. How about some advice?
Bite me.
Patience is key. Once again, I activate Yosen Training Grounds and end my turn.
You're gonna regret not destroying my monsters. Come back out, Edge Razor. And thanks to its effect, I special summon a cop of more firepower. S-Force Platina. All right, put your hands up because you're under arrest. Get him! And that's how we do it in SPD!
Let me know when I should be impressed. I'm up. I play a field spell of my own. Divine Wind of Mist Valley, and I'll call it there.
A field spell, and that's it? Look, if you're giving up, just say so, because that was just sad.
Don't pretend to understand my strategy, but keep thinking that you have the upper hand. That will make my victory all the more sweeter.
Whatever. I wanted a real challenge and earn my spot in round 2, but I'll take a win any way I can get it. Since you decided to send my cards back to my hand instead of destroying them, we're gonna run this combo back. Once again, I summon S-Force Rappa Chiyomaru. Using its effect, I banish an S-Force card, returning Chiyomaru to my hand, so I can special summon S-Force Lapswell in defense mode. Is reality starting to hit yet? I'll take your silence as a yes. Have a taste of another assault. All that talk and edgelord brooding just to end up hanging on by a thread. Is this really all the Wind Ninja Academy is capable of?
I told you before, patience is the key to victory in this duel, and mine has now paid off. Let me show you just exactly what the Wind Ninja Academy can do. Ninja Storm, Ranger form, ha! It's go time. Once again, I set the pendulum scale. This time, setting each end of the scale with a scale 3 Myosenju Hitot. Then by activating the pendulum effect of one of my Hitots, I can make the scale of the other 11. You thought you had me in a corner, but every move led to this. Behold, a beast born from the howls of the wind, a creature composed of chaos and cruelty. I give you Myosenju Daibak.
Whoa, wasn't expecting that.
You won't be expecting this either. See, whenever Daibak is special summoned, I can return 2 of your cards to your hand.
Of course.
With those out the way, it's time to feel the power of my beast. Tear his monster to shreds, Daibak.
My guy's not going anywhere.
Say what?
Remember my field spell? Because you attacked with a monster that's in the same column as mine, I'll still take damage, but my monster isn't destroyed.
So it really did more than just let you pick a card from your deck. You're more clever than I gave you credit for. Lucky for you, since Daibak was special summoned, it has to return to my hand during the end phase. But better believe I won't be defenseless. Since Daibak returned to my hand, that triggers my field spell, letting me special summon a level 4 or lower Yosenju monster from my deck. And I summon Yosenju Shinchu R in defense mode. Your move.
All right, Shane, now we got a duel. And since you're going all out, it's only fair that I do the same. SPD, emergency! SPD Red Ranger! Man, it feels good to be back. Now let's do this. Since your cards insist on putting my monsters back in my hand, we're just gonna run it back. Come back out, Edge Razor. You too, Orifice.
Bring out as many as you like. It's clearly not enough to break through Shinchu's defense.
Then how about I show you how we do things in 2025? I set my 2 Edge Razors and Orifice in the Link markers. Link Summon. Here's a present from the future. Link 3. S-Force Justify.
Link summoning? What?
It's the way of the future, and my Super Cop has more than enough power to batter through your little wall. Get it! Oh, and one little thing. When Justify attacks, every monster it points to gets banished. Your wall couldn't do a thing.
I'll admit, you caught me off guard. I've never seen anything like Link summoning before. But your monster is nothing compared to what's in my hand.
Show me what you got then, little bird.
Once again, I'll set my second Hitot in the pendulum scale, then activate the effect of my other to make it scale 11. I'm sure you know what comes next.
Bring it on, Sasuke.
I pendulum summon Yosenju Magat, and joining is someone you're already familiar with, Myosenju Daibak. And now that Daibak is back on the field, its effect activates, letting me clear your field of the only 2 cards you have.
Oh no, without my spell, I can't keep my Justify on the field.
This is the beginning of the end for you, Jack. The winner of this duel will be...
Me!
What?
Did I forget to mention Justify's other effect? Once per turn, it can negate the effect of one of your monsters, and I can move it to any zone it points to. And since Bridgehead is still on the field, my card is safe from being destroyed.
You can't be serious. Whatever, your monster might be safe, but your life points aren't. Go.
What happened to all that bravado from before? Don't tell me that's all the fire you had. Look, since my Justify nullified your monster's effect, it's still on the field. You're welcome.
And since Magot was returned to my hand, the effect of my field spell lets me special summon another Yosenju to the field. I still have a chance in this duel.
Oh, you have as much a chance of winning this duel as Piggy has with getting a date with Sid. But it's cute you think you're still in this. We've gone on long enough. Time to wrap things up. From my hand, I activate the quick play spell, S-Force Showdown. With this spell, I can retrieve an S-Force monster from my graveyard and add it to my hand. But he won't be in my hand for long, because I'm bringing Orifice back to the field. Now Justify. Put both his monsters behind bars. Got any last words before you end up on death row?
Hunter, I'm leaving this up to you. Represent for Ninja Storm.
The winner of today's match, who will go on to face Brody in round 2, is Jack Landers.
That duel practically had me on my toes, if I had them, of course. By far the most evenly matched duel thus far between our contestants. The beginning had so much back and forth, I had no idea who would take the advantage.
The two Rangers gave everything they had to prevent the other from gaining an advantage, but Jack's field spell he set up in turn 1 ended up saving his monster when faced with Shane's dieback, shifting the advantage in his favor and sealing the deal with his ace card.
I thought Shane was a goner, but he held on strong as long as he possibly could. Before we officially close today's match, do we have any final remarks from today's duelists?
I put my training to use, but it seems I still have much more to learn. Next time, things won't be the same. That I can promise.
I didn't think this is what I would be doing once Bridge gave me my Morpher back, but I'll take on any challenge to prove my skills. And it looks like I have one more ninja to lock up.
Very confidently put. With that, today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has officially come to a close. To the audience at home, as the tournament progresses, do not forget to vote on which Ranger you believe will be the tournament champion. And a message from the sponsor of our tournament, Sentai Senpai. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is free, and your support is what allows something like this to keep going. With that out of the way, today's match has reached its conclusion. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament.
Oh geez, ay. Oh no.
What is the matter, Alpha? Something seems to be troubling you.
Oh, Zordon, I'm at a loss. It's some of our viewers. I just don't know how to handle this.
Please explain.
Well, you see, most of them have been great, absolutely wonderful and supportive. But there are a handful that have been shorting my circuits.
I understand your concerns, Alpha, but do not let the actions of the few ruin your perception of the many. If you feel it to be best, we will address them here and now, before proceeding with the rest of the tournament.
Very well. Firstly, there have been a number of comments asking why certain Rangers aren't included.
The answer to that question is twofold. Number 1, the Morphin Grid has produced scores of Red Rangers across all dimensions and through various reaches of time. It would be a monumental task to not only bring them all here to participate in this tournament, but to have them fit evenly within the bracket format. Secondly, though some may have been Red Rangers during their tenure, they will appear later in the tournament, representing another color they wore.
Long story short, there's no need to keep asking where certain Rangers are. Some will appear later, and some not at all because of the tournament format. If you guys have figured out a way to incorporate every known Ranger into a clean tournament, you're more than welcome to put one together yourselves to make it happen.
Precisely. Are there any other concerns?
No, I don't believe so. Like I said, most of our viewers have been very supportive and like what we put together. There are a few comments here and there questioning the moves of our duelists, but hey, what are you gonna do? Hindsight is 20/20, and that's just the nature of the game. Can't please everyone.
If there's nothing more, then it is time for us to get this next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament underway. The duelists competing in today's matchup are sure to get the viewers at home excited.
I know I can't wait much longer to see what they bring to the table. Our first duelist might have originally hailed from Earth, but he made his mark known in the far reaches of space as the Red Galaxy Ranger. Needing no introduction, I give you Leo Corbett.
Leo is known as a headstrong leader, embodying every facet of courage and bravery, and his Fire King monsters reflect his determinative attitude.
He's got courage and then some. If he didn't, who knows how things could have gone on Terra Venture. But enough of the past, because here in the present, we have another duelist ready to bring his A-game. Leader of the Grid Battle Force team of Rangers is not only a fierce warrior, but someone who loves games as well. Give it up for Devon Daniels!
Devon's knowledge of games, combined with the usage of his Salamangreat Cybers cards, make him a tough opponent indeed. Duelists, are you ready?
Ready to fly. I'm ready to get my game on.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin.
Oh man, this is going to be awesome. Leo, man, you're a legend among Red Rangers.
I don't know about legend, but hey, I appreciate it. And I've done my research on some of the other Rangers I haven't had the pleasure to meet yet. You're no slouch either. Some of the others before us seem to be taking this tournament a bit too seriously. So how about we just have a good time?
Music to my ears. But just so you know, I'm kind of a big deal when it comes to games. And I play to win.
Glad to know you won't make this too easy for me. Well, I'll start us off by playing the field spell, Fire King Island. It has a few effects that'll make this duel interesting, but that's gonna come in due time. For now, I'll pass things over to you.
A field spell only? No monsters or traps either? You must have some strategy if you're willing to leave yourself wide open like that.
Ask my team. I like to play risky, and more often than not, that award outweighs the risk.
Far be it from me to look a gift horse in the mouth. But this is going to do more than just sting. I'll start my turn by activating the continuous spell, Will of the Salamangreat. Like your spell, it has multiple effects, but the one I'm using lets me special summon a Salamangreat monster from my hand. So come to the field, Salamangreat Jack Jaguar! And now that I've successfully summoned a Salamangreat monster, I can special summon Salamangreat Fowl from my hand. Next up, I activate the spell Signet Mining. By sending a card from my hand to the graveyard, I can add a level 4 or lower Cyberse monster from my deck.
All right, I see you cooking with gas.
And I'm just starting to warm up. Since Salamangreat Mirror was added to my hand, it too can be special summoned.
Oh man, 3 monsters in one turn? Maybe I should have played a monster to give me a little defense.
If you thought 3 Salamangreat monsters were bad, how do you feel about 4?
Huh?
From the graveyard, I activate the effect of Salamangreat Spinny, allowing me to special summon it since another Salamangreat is on my field. And finally, I summon the last monster in my hand, Salamangreat Mole. Now I could easily do some big damage with my troops front and center like this, but I got something more fun in mind. With 4 link markers in place, the Infernal Circuit has been complete. Emerge from the flames, Link 4. Salamangreat Pyro Phoenix!
Talk about firepower! And on your first turn, too!
And you better believe my turn's not done. Using Jack Jaguar's link material, I link summon another creature. Link 1, Salamangreat Bale Links. He might not have much in attack, but this little guy lets me grab my own field spell from my deck. I activate Salamangreat Sanctuary. But that's enough prep. It's time for battle, courtesy of Grid Battle Force. Bale Links, Pyro Phoenix, show them what you can do.
All right, note to self. Never leave myself wide open like that again.
Gotta be careful with that, especially since there are players out there that can end the duel in a single turn.
Where's the fun in that? It just seems like that player is just trying to flex instead of actually enjoying the duel.
Preach.
Whatever. It's my turn, and it's time for me to heat up. I activate the spell, Onslaught of the Fire Kings! Because you're the only one that controls a monster, I can summon a monster of my own from my deck. Come forth, Sacred Fire King, Garudix!
Impressive monster. But not only is it not strong enough to take down my Phoenix, but thanks to your spell, it gets destroyed at the end of your turn.
Then I'll just have to put him to use before he can be destroyed. By sending a fire monster from my hand to the graveyard, I special summon Fire King High Avatar Kirin! Check it, because everything I need is in place. I build the overlay network. By overlaying Kirin with Garunix, I bring out a whole new level of power. I Xyz summon Garunix Eternity, Hyung of the Fire Kings!
3,000 attack points? Whew. Now we got a duel.
His attack points are the least of your worries. Whenever my monster comes out, all monsters you control go bye-bye.
Oh no.
Oh yes. And for an added bonus, I'll use an overlay unit to trigger its other effect, destroying a spell or trap card on your side of the field, and I choose your continuous spell.
Slow your roll there, Chief.
What?
By banishing Bale Links from my grave, my card is safe from being destroyed.
Must be important for you to want to save it like that. No matter. Your life points are still wide open for my Garunix to claw at. Go! All right, Devon, you're a move. But with no cards in hand, it's starting to look like an uphill battle for you.
That's the best part of dueling. When you're backed into a corner like this, having to trust your skills and deck to fight your way back. I'm having a blast. I never thought I'd be doing this as a ranger.
Then let's keep the good times rolling. I'm excited to see what you're gonna do next.
Say less, because what I got is some straight fire.
Activate speed belt!
Unleash the beast! Since my Will the Salamangrate is still safe on the field, I'm going to use its effect to resurrect the Salamangrate monster from my graveyard. Return to the field, Pyro Phoenix! But he's looking a little lonely, so let's phone a friend. I summon Salamangrate Foxy, and this sneaky little dude excavates the top 3 cards of my deck, and I can add any one Salamangrate he can find. This one will do nicely.
What's he scheming this time? Setting up more monsters for an even stronger Link monster? These things are tricky, and because of that continuous spell, he can bring back any of his favorite monsters from the grave. I just hope I can handle what comes my way.
Done daydreaming over there? If not, this'll wake you up. I discard the card I added, Salamangrate Spinny, to activate its effect, boosting my Phoenix's attack points by 500.
But that's
more than enough to bring your bird crashing to the ground. Pyro Phoenix, incinerate his Garunix Eternity.
What a move! You did exactly what you said and trusted your cards to get you out a tough spot. But guess what? You're not the only one who levels up when backed into a corner. Go, Galactic! Now this is more like it. As a Phoenix user yourself, you must know what happens after they fall. They rise from the ashes. First, I use the effect of Garunix Eternity to bring back a monster from the grave, since it still had a material attached to it. I also activate the effect of Sacred Fire King Garunix to special summon it back to field, since a fire monster I had was destroyed. Now just try breaking through my fiery defense.
I gotta hand it to you. That was good. You might have stopped my attack though, but I can still prop up some defense of my own. From the grave, I activate Spinny again to summon him back to the field in defense mode. That's all from me. You're up, OG.
The momentum of this duel has shifted back in my favor, but I can't be too reckless. So before I attack, I'm setting this card face down. All right, let's do this. Garunix Eternity, wipe out Pyro Phoenix!
He's not going down just yet.
What do you mean?
I mean, my Phoenix is gonna keep me in this duel a little bit longer. I activate the effect of Salamangrate Sanctuary. By paying 1,000 life points and reducing my monster's attack to 0, I gain life points equal to its original attack.
So you gave up your strongest monster just for a chance to turn things around on your next turn. Clever. But you're gonna need something big because my beasts are going on a tear. I hope you got more in store for me. It would be a shame for this awesome duel to end so soon.
I'm in a tough spot here. Even if I pulled Pyro Phoenix back from the grave, it wouldn't be enough to win me the duel. I just need something. Anything that would let me clear his field. Come on, deck. It's all or nothing now. Perfect! All right, Leo. Thanks to you, I had the time of my life in this duel. But thanks to what I just pulled, this duel is over.
Is that so now?
Watch. From my hand, I play the quick play spell, Salamangrate Circle, and use its effect to add Salamangrate Foul to my hand. Your monsters are definitely strong, and while I don't have anything on hand to take them down in a one-on-one fight, there's still one fatal weakness of your Fire Kings.
And what's that?
You should know, because it's your own field spell. I activate Salamangrate Foxy's effect from the grave. By discarding the Salamangrate monster I just drew, I can special summon it, but with an added bonus, destroying any spell or trap card on the field, and I'm choosing your Fire King Island.
No, but that means my monsters!
Go night-night.
I'm still gonna do some damage. I activate my trap, backfire, and when my fire monsters are destroyed, you take 500 points of direct damage.
Like that's gonna matter. Time to finish this. Once more, I activate Will of the Salamangrate to bring back Salamangrate Pyro Phoenix. I then switch Spinny to attack mode. This was an amazing match, Leo. I knew you were great, but I never expected to be pushed this much.
Likewise, Devon. Fantastic duel. Now go and claim your victory.
The winner of today's match, and we'll move on to round 2, is Devon Daniels.
I know I said the previous duel was the closest one we've had, but holy diodes! This one actually came down to the wire! Both duelists had powerful monsters and relied on effects calling them back from the graveyard. They put everything they had to push each other while also having fun doing it.
And that is something important our duelists today put on full display for our other contestants. Yes, this is a tournament, but one must not forget to enjoy themselves, because that is ultimately what this all is about. As we wrap things up on today's match, do our duelists have any closing remarks?
I have zero complaints on the outcome of my duel with Devon. He dueled like a champ, as expected of any Red Ranger. I just hope I can have that same amount of fun next time.
It was the honor of a lifetime to have the chance to duel someone I look up to. If today was a sign of things to come, then I'm stoked for the opportunity to duel Scott or Wes in round 2.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And just like Devon said, it will be Scott and Wes facing off in the next match of round 1. As this round is reaching its midpoint, don't forget to keep voting on who you think will be crowned the #1 Red Ranger. That's going to be it for today's match. Thanks to everyone for your support with this tournament. We're far from the finish line and even more excitement awaits. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament.
Alpha, after today's match, we will have at last reached the halfway point of round 1. So far, each Ranger has put everything they had to give the viewers at home electric duels. What say you about what the matches we have already witnessed and the ones to come?
What more can I say that hasn't been said before? The Rangers we've already seen have proven time and time again why they've been chosen to lead their teams. Each contestant more or less wants to prove their mettle, but some's motivations run even deeper. Take Jason, for instance. He's more determined than ever for a chance to challenge Tommy once the grand tournament gets underway. I can't wait to see how far he can go.
We still have other Red Rangers left in this tournament that I am positive will not make things easy. Let us not forget the other Rangers that are sure to impress in their preliminary tournaments as well. To the viewers at home, if you are curious as to what decks and strategies will arise over the course of the tournament, you will just have to be patient. They will make themselves known in due time.
Wise words as always, Zordon. If you all want to guess which decks future duelists will use, please feel free to comment down below. That should be a fun little challenge. But I think our duelists are just about ready, so let's get excited for the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament.
Getting right into the swing of things, duelist number 1 is no stranger to adversity. His world was plagued with an apocalyptic virus that brought humanity to the brink of collapse. However, his leadership and skill gave his team the edge to triumph. Our first duelist is Ranger Operator Series Red, Scott Truman.
As a car enthusiast, Scott wields a deck of Viacroid monsters. Though they might clash with his serious demeanor, they're able to come together for some incredible power.
Precisely. Just like the Zords of his team, you cannot underestimate his cards because of their appearance.
Scott's opponent wasn't even the leader of his team, but that doesn't make him any less of a Red Ranger. He's part of a team of time-traveling police officers that was able to prevent a mutant uprising in the past and future. It took some time, but he made the powers of the Chronomorpher his own. I give you the Time Force Red Ranger, Wes Collins.
Embracing his powers over time, Wes utilizes a Time Thief deck that has the capabilities to interrupt and stop opponents in their tracks. Played correctly, this deck controls all momentum in a duel.
Not to mention that Wes wasn't even the original team's Red Ranger. It was his descendant, Alex. Time Thief is fitting indeed. Anyway, duelists, are you ready?
I know I am.
Ready to rev it up.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin.
Yo, Scott! You sure you're up for this? Don't take this the wrong way, but you seem a little too rigid for a game like Yu-Gi-Oh!
Trust me, this is far from my idea of a good time, but I'm not going to pass on an opportunity to prove that I'm a top-tier Red Ranger. I spent an ungodly amount of time with Ziggy to learn the ins and outs of this game, so I'm more than ready to get this show on the road.
I guess when you live in a post-apocalyptic timeline, you have plenty of time to play games.
I wouldn't wish living in a world plagued by Vengeance on my worst enemy, but we're not here for that. We're here to duel, and I'm going to start by playing one card face down and pass things over to you.
Playing things defensive, are we? I guess there are worse plays. But let me show you something with a little more pizzazz. I play this swagged out monster, Time Thief Winder, and by using his effect, I'll add another Time Thief card to my hand. Starting to sweat yet?
You really love to hear yourself talk, don't you?
Geez, lighten up, will ya? What's a little trash talk between Rangers? Let's see if this will get a reaction out of you. Time Winder, take his card out! Nothing? Fine, it's your turn.
Wes, have you ever had to fight for anything outside of being a ranger?
Excuse me?
You just seem like you treat life like one big carnival ride. Your timeline might still be intact, but there's gotta be a point when you have to grow up.
Let me ask you something then. When was the last time you actually had fun?
Fun?
Yeah, fun. Listen, I get it. You live in a pretty messed up world where you're constantly fighting to survive. But guess what? You're still standing. That's something to celebrate. You gotta let loose to truly make the life you have worth living. Isn't that better than waging war 24/7?
I hate to admit it, but I guess you have a point. Look, I'm sorry for having a stick up my butt since the start. There's a lot of baggage here, but in this duel, none of that matters. All that matters is showing what I can do while enjoying it at the same time.
That's what I'm talking about.
My move. I summon Steamroid. It might look like a stalemate now, but during battle, my monster gets a 500-point boost. Say goodbye to your Time Thief. How do you like that?
All right. Don't get too comfortable now that you destroyed one monster. This party's just getting started. I'm going to press rewind to play another Time Thief Winder, using its effect to grab another Time Thief card. Before that card comes to my hand, I'm going to special summon Time Thief Adjuster, since I summoned another Time Thief monster this turn. Next, I'll claim my Time Thief card from my deck and place this card face down. Want to see something cool, Scott?
Bring it.
I use my Chronomorpher to build the overlay network. By overlaying my 2 level 4 monsters, I Xyz summon Time Thief Redoer!
Whoa! With power like that, my Steamroid doesn't stand a chance.
Don't worry about your little choo-choo train. It's safe for the time being because I use the effect of my monster to banish it for the rest of my turn.
Why?
Must there be a reason for everything? Who knows? Maybe I just wanted to show off the ability of my monster.
Well, showing off might prove to be your fatal flaw in this duel, since Xyz monsters rely on materials to activate their effects. So even if your card does come back, it's nothing more than a sitting duck.
Well, here he is. Do your worst.
Gladly, because I
won't be doing anything before Redoer uses his effect to grab the top card of your deck to add to himself as an overlay unit.
Wait, but I thought...
That's the beauty of Xyz cards, Scott. You never know what they're capable of until it happens. And swiping your cards is just the tip of the iceberg.
Can't fault your cards for being true to their name. Guess I'll just have to bring something out to completely overpower your little thief. I activate the spell Polymerization.
Like that's gonna happen.
Say what?
I activate my trap, Time Thief Retrograde, negating the effect of your spell and attaching it to my Redoer as yet another overlay unit.
What am I gonna do? Not only can his thief take my cards, but it's like every move Wes makes directly counters my own. Wait, direct? That might work, at least for now. Don't think I'm out of this fight yet, Wes. I summon Submarineroid in attack mode, then switch Steamroid to defense mode.
Cute toy ship. Too bad it can't hold a candle to my monster.
Oh, Submarineroid isn't targeting your petty thief. It's going straight after you.
Huh?
Attack him directly, Submarineroid! And check it, after Submarineroid attacks, it can switch to defense mode. You might have the upper hand in strength, but just like the city of Corinth, it's my defense keeping me in this thing.
It's only a matter of time before that defense comes crashing down. And believe me when I say that I got all the time in the world. My move. I'll start by activating the effect of my Redoer again, discarding its materials to banish it this turn, while also letting me draw another card. Then, I'll summon Gagaga Magician and end my turn.
What, that's it? Don't tell me you're running out of gas already.
Please, I can keep going all day. Can't say the same about that outdated hunk of junk you call a car, though.
Oh, no. You just crossed the line now.
Got it.
I summon another Steamroid to the field, and you could say adios to your magician. And don't forget Submarine Roid's ability to attack you directly. Say whatever you want about me or my dueling skills, but don't you ever diss my baby.
It's just funny that's all it took to get a reaction out of you. Relax. I actually think your car's pretty sick. Maybe after this duel, you could let me take it for a spin.
Hell no!
Fair enough. Well, to start my turn, I'll once again use Redoer's effect to snag one of your cards. Then I'll use his other effect to detach the card I just took to draw another. Ooh, that's a good one. I set this one card face down. Before activating the spell, Overlay Regen. This little card attaches itself as material for my Redoer. Finally, I summon Time Thief, Chrono Quarter.
All that for another weak monster? Keep doing that and my cards are literally going to steamroll through you. It's only a matter of time before I can take out your King of Thieves.
A matter of time, you say? We'll see about that.
Time Force! Time Force! Time Force red!
Time Thief Redoer. Let him have it!
Look who finally put himself on the board. Too bad it took you morphing to actually do some damage. Now it's my turn, and I intend to keep up the pressure.
RPM! We're getting gear!
Get ready for some street justice. I set one card face down and prep my Viacroids for battle. Hope you weren't too attached to your little monster, since it's taking a one-way trip to the graveyard.
Thanks, because that's exactly what I was counting on.
You're bluffing.
More like I knew you couldn't resist attacking my weaker monster. See, by tributing Chrono Quarter, damage I receive from battle is inflicted on you instead.
Steamroid, call off your attack!
Would you look at that? I see two monsters just waiting to get scrapped.
Yeah, right.
What?
Submarine Roid, attack!
Why would you do that? There's no way you already forgot about Chrono Quarter's ability.
What do you take me for? Of course I didn't, but keeping my defense up is what's gonna win me this duel, even if I need to get a little banged up.
You better hope for your sake that little stunt doesn't come back to bite you. Let's go. You know the drill by now. I'm gonna attach one of your cards to Redoer here, then detach it so I can draw once more. Next, I'll set two cards face down, then summon another Chrono Quarter.
Don't think you can get me with the same trick twice.
Maybe not, but I can still force your hand after taking out Thomas the Tank Engine here. So Scott, what are you gonna do? You can keep playing defensive all you like, but as you can see, it's only costing you resources and life points. It's do or die time.
He's not exactly wrong, but my hand doesn't have what it needs to swing things back in my favor. It doesn't help that his own monster keeps swiping cards from my deck that could really help me. I'm not giving up, but man, things don't look good. Talk all the smack you want. That's not gonna stop me from adding pressure any way I can. To give my Submarine Roid some backup, I summon Stealth Roid.
You sure about that?
Oh, you son of a...
I activate the trap compulsory evacuation device to send your card back to your hand.
I can't believe this. It's like you have a counter for everything I do. Well, if I'm going down swinging. Submarine Roid, I'm counting on you!
And that was strike 3. I activate my second trap, Dimensional Prison. With it, I can target one attacking monster and banish it. I told you, your wall came crashing down.
I lasted as long as I could, but defense could only take me so far. But you know what? I have no regrets, because this was pretty fun, all things considered.
Hey man, glad to hear it. I know I took the ribbing a bit too far, but it's good to see you enjoying the game in the end. Now it's time for the finale. I summon the Calculator, and its effect grants it 300 attack points for each monster I control. With my lineup complete, we can end this.
The winner of today's match, who will face Devon in round 2, is Wes Collins.
It was an interesting match, to say the least. It wasn't 1-1 on shore power like most of the previous duels. Wes relied on his Time Thief Redoer to consistently disrupt the flow of Scott's gameplay. Scott was able to last as long as he could by utilizing the effects of his Submarine Roid, but chipping away at Wes's life points wasn't the way to victory.
Combine that with Wes's ability to bait his opponent into making rash decisions. The control of the duel was entirely his, even if it did not look like it at first. Wes's victory brings us to the halfway point of round 1. If you are new, please consider subscribing and clicking on the notification bell so that you will not miss out on future matches.
With Zordon's shameless plug out of the way, are there any final remarks from our duelists?
It sucks that I couldn't show off what my deck could really do, but losing in a card game isn't going to keep me up at night. It was fun though. I'm definitely down to go at it again in the runner-up bracket.
Do I feel a little bad for going at Scott like that? Sure, but what's life without a little fun? It looks like Eric's dueling in the next match. Eric, if you're listening, you'd better win so we can go at it in the quarterfinals.
With those remarks, today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has officially come to a close. Thank you to everyone watching, and we hope to see you all once the next match commences. Farewell, and have a good night.
It would appear that Aurico has earned his 10th consecutive victory. As they say, you need to lock in, Tidius.
Zestro, how much longer until we arrive on Earth?
According to my calculations, we should arrive at the command center in precisely 3 Earth weeks.
It has been quite some time since we have had business on that quaint little planet. This Yu-Gi-Oh! Sounds like a most interesting Earth pastime.
Yes, indeed. Aurico has taken to the game quite quickly. He shall make a fine first impression for the Rangers of Aquitar.
Very well. I shall retire to my chambers to further hone my own skills. The leader of the Aquitian Rangers cannot be outdone, right?
Get your rest, Delphine. It is only a matter of time before we return to our friends on Earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the next match in the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. Today, we have 2 duelists that are different than the Rangers that came before them.
Different is right, Zordon. In fact, though they wear the color red, technically, they would be considered the 6th Rangers to the other Rangers of their teams.
Though not traditional Red Rangers, their contributions to the forces of good cannot be overstated. The first duelist in today's match took control of his own destiny when he crossed paths with the Quantum Morpher. He butted heads with the Time Force Rangers, but without him, Rancic's reign of evil would have surely won. I present the Quantum Ranger, Eric Myers.
Oh boy, calling Eric a fighter is an understatement. Using a Kashtira deck, he will make sure everyone knows just how strong he is.
Eric is a prideful individual, but maybe his opponent will be able to quell his arrogance. Our second duelist spent his life training as a prodigy within the Thunder Ninja Academy. Though initially tricked by Lothor to use his skills against the Wind Ninja Rangers, the truth came to light, and he soon proved to be a powerful ally of Ninja Storm. The second duelist is Hunter Bradley, the Crimson Thunder Ranger.
Hunter's skills as a ninja were enough to single-handedly bring the 3 Wind Rangers to their knees. If he translates that talent into his B-Trooper deck, he might just give Eric the duel of his life.
With that being said, Rangers, are you ready?
Let's get this over with.
Gotta represent the power of thunder.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin!
Jeez, of all people, I'm the one paired with the Beetle.
Excuse me?
Forget it. Let's just hurry this up so I can move on to face a real opponent. If Wes was able to advance, the competition can't be too hard.
There's no way you were chosen to be a ranger with an attitude like that.
See, that's what makes me different from the rest of you Red Rangers. While you waited for someone else to make you special, I took control of my own destiny. I made the Quantum Ranger powers my own. Now make your move. I have a duel to win.
I'm going to enjoy being the one to bring you down to size. To kick things off, I'm gonna set up my side of the field with a field spell, Beat Trooper formation.
It's nothing you have to worry about yet, but to end my turn, I summon Resonance Insect in attack mode.
What makes you think I have to worry about anything your 4th-rate deck can do? This duel's about to be over so fast it won't even count as a warm-up.
I'm hearing a lot of talking, not a lot of dueling. I don't care what kind of deck you have. It'll take more than cheap talk to take down the Crimson Thunder Ranger.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Now let me show you a real monster. Since I don't control any monsters, I can special summon Kashtira Fenrir from my hand.
2,400 attack points? What the?
No. It's too late for all of that. Get ready to get stomped like the bug you are. Next, I set 1 card face down, before special summoning Scareclaw Kashtira in defense mode. Since it was summoned this way, I have to banish a Kashtira monster from my hand, but that's a small price to pay. I then activate the effect of Fenrir to add another Kashtira monster from my deck to my hand.
Summon all the monsters you want. You think that's gonna scare me?
You haven't begun to feel fear yet. Now I summon the card I just received from my deck, Kashtira Riseheart. Time to turn your chances of winning this duel from slim to none. I activate Riseheart's effect. By banishing another Kashtira from my deck, I can banish the top 3 cards in your deck face down.
You can't be serious.
If I wasn't, I wouldn't be where I am now. Quantum Ranger and leader of the Silver Guardians. Time to battle. Riseheart, attack! Oh, and did I forget to mention? Thanks to Scareclaw, when my Kashtira monsters battle, the effects of your monsters are negated.
No way!
Aw, were you counting on that insect getting destroyed? Leave it to a third-rate duelist to rely on trash.
You think you got it all figured out, when in reality, you have so much more to learn.
Excuse me? You're in no position to lecture me about anything.
If that were the case, you know that the negating effect of your monster wears off once my card hits the graveyard.
What?
Since Resonance Insect was sent from the field to the graveyard, I can add a level 5 or higher insect monster from my deck. But before we do that, I'm going to activate my field spell. Because an insect monster of mine was destroyed, I can special summon a Beat Trooper token.
So you want to keep wasting my time with more bugs? All right then. Kashtira Fenrir, wipe out that token. Care to know about Fenrir's effect?
I'm sure you're gonna tell me anyway.
When it attacks, I can banish one face-up card you control face down. Your field spell became more useless than the cardboard it was printed on.
Oh, come on, man.
Don't cry yet. Not until Scareclaw gets you.
So it can attack while in defense mode. Noted.
All right, Eric. You're definitely a tough opponent, but you've got another thing coming if you think for a second I'm giving up. Talk all you want. I'm here to stay.
Fine. You'll just have to learn the hard way then.
Don't count on it. I bring back Beat Trooper formation. Bet you thought I only had the one.
You do know that 0 times 2 is still 0.
Ignoring that, following that, I activate the spell Foolish Burial to send a card from my deck to the graveyard.
I'm going to stop you right there, because I'm activating my continuous trap card, Kashtira Preparations. If you thought my banished monsters were down and out, you thought wrong. Line up front and center, Kashtira Ogre.
Hope you don't think your roided up Shrek is enough to scare me. You mock insects because of their perceived weakness, but to scale, they're some of the strongest animals to exist. By banishing the 2 insects in my graveyard, I special summon the behemoth, Doom Dozer.
2,800 attack points?
Is that fear I hear?
Didn't know you were a comedian too.
Let's see if you find this funny. Since Resonance Insect was banished, its effect lets me send another insect from my deck to the graveyard. And would you look at that? It's Gokipole, which lets me—
Yeah, I don't care, because I activate the effect of my Ogre and Fenrir. Did you know that my monsters don't have to battle for their effects to kick in?
How busted are those things?
You're about to find out. Just in case you forgot, Fenrir's effect sends your centipede face down into exile. As for Kashtira Ogre, it can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck and banish one.
So that's the game you're playing. You use your monster's effects to not only swarm your field, but to clear out your opponents, with the added bonus of disrupting the synergy of their decks.
And it's too late for you to do anything about it.
You forget, I still need to resolve Gokipole's effect. Now, before I was interrupted, Gokipole lets me grab a level 4 insect monster from my deck. Time to bring it out. Beat Trooper Assault Roller! I probably should have mentioned that Assault Roller could be special summoned by banishing an insect.
What, you want me to thank you for making my job easier?
Just you wait.
Thunderstorm, ready for!
Feel the power of thunder! By shuffling 3 of my banished insects back into my deck, an insect of Herculean strength can make its entrance. Come forth, Heavy Beat Trooper Mighty Neptune! Doesn't matter how many monsters you want to bring out. They'll all fall before the might of Neptune. Got anything to say about that?
It might have the power of a god. What's a god to a non-believer?
He'll believe soon enough. Neptune, wipe out his ogre! This power is the result of years of disciplined training, not a lucky break you happen to stumble upon.
Lucky break? How dare you? There was nothing lucky about my life. Everything I have is because I worked my very being to the bone to earn it, including my Quantum Ranger powers. I wasn't planning on using these powers at all for a small fry like you, but I've been convinced. Quantum power! No more Mr. Nice Guy. I set 1 card face down. Then it's time to put you in your place. Using my 3 level 7 monsters, I build the overlay network. My monsters lay the foundation for the ultimate weapon, Kashtira Shangri-Era.
So you've built yourself another wall. That's not going to stop me.
You have no idea what I'm building. Once again, I use the effect of my trap card to special summon a Kashtira monster. From my hand, come out, Kashtira Unicorn!
I've seen what your monsters can do. None of them has what it takes to bring down Neptune.
Naive fool. I activate the effect of Kashtira Unicorn to grab a Kashtira spell card from my deck. And of course, I'm activating it now. The continuous spell, Kashtira Birth. With it, I can call back any of my banished or destroyed Kashtira monsters. I'm calling back Kashtira Ogre.
What, do you plan on Xyz summoning another wall because you know you can't destroy my beetle?
Not at all. We're going to fight.
Huh?
Kashtira Ogre, wipe out Assault Roller. And while we're at it, let's banish one of your cards thanks to my Ogre's effect. I'm finishing my turn by using Shangri-Era's effect. Whenever a card you own is banished face down, my monster can lock down any one of your card zones for as long as it remains on the field.
Like that's gonna matter. My monster's not gonna need much backup to take you down.
And since my Assault Roller was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, I can add a Beat Trooper monster to my hand. Not to mention that a Beat Trooper token comes to my field thanks to my field spell.
Shouldn't have done that. I told you I was going to end my turn. Now you've given my Kashtira Unicorn a target. Attack! And what's the effect of my unicorn, you might ask?
Let me guess, it lets you banish one of my cards.
Glad to see you've been paying attention. Yes, I can choose a card from your extra deck to banish. I'll admit, you've got some good stuff in here. You won't be needing this. But wait, there's more.
You're not done yet?
Don't get mad at me. You brought this upon yourself. Since another card you own was banished, Shangri-Era blocks yet another zone. If you surrender now, and admit that you never had a chance of beating me, maybe I'll consider showing mercy and letting you go.
Respectfully, you can suck my Thunderstaff. You've been nothing but a prick since the start of this duel. Beating you is going to be the most satisfying win of my life.
And there's the final nail in the coffin. I'm putting a pause in your turn, but using the other effect of Shangri-Era, special summoning another Rise Heart.
Getting on with my turn, I activate the primary effect of B-Trooper Formation. With the cost of a few life points, I can special summon a fallen B-Trooper monster.
Good thing I have a continuous trap, because I'm using it to special summon Kashtira Fenrir back to the field.
Freaking copycat. Whatever, with my defense fortified, I'm ready to go. Neptune, put down Fenrir and send it back to the grave.
All that, just for a drop of blood.
I'm not done. Since it's my end phase, Neptune can boost the attack of my Assault Roller by 1,000. It might not be able to attack due to my spell, but it'll be a force your monsters can't overcome.
And it's moves like that why you're a third-rate duelist.
Your words mean nothing to me.
Just shut up and listen to me. Firstly, if you really wanted to make your monster a wall, you'd have summoned it in attack mode, so that attack boost actually serves a purpose. Because right now, it's an easy target. Secondly, it seems you forgot that the effects of my Kashtiras are triggered by the effects of my opponent's monsters. So not only was what you did a waste of time, it will lead to your destruction. I call upon my unicorn to banish another monster from your extra deck. Then it's Ogre's turn to banish a card from the top of your main deck. Which brings us back to Shangri-Era. Say goodbye to your last monster zone. Do you see now, Hunter? This duel was over from the start. No matter what you thought you could have done, I was in control the entire time. The only reason you lasted this long was because I let you.
Just go.
As you wish. I start my turn by using Shangri-Era to bring out another Ogre. With these two, I rebuild the overlay network to bring out a monster that will make your defense useless. I Xyz summon Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger. Next, I activate Kashtira Birth to return Kashtira Fenrir to the front line. My preparations are nearly complete. Finally, I use the Quick Play spell from my hand, Kashtira Overlap. I use it to target my Kashtira Ogre. By banishing Kashtira Rise Heart, my targeted monster gains its attack points. You're finished.
No, I can't lose. Not like this.
First to go is your fake god of a beetle.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. My field spell is still in effect, and I use it to place a B-Trooper token.
When I said that Gaia Dragon would make your defense useless, I meant it. Because it inflicts piercing damage.
What a shutout! The winner of today's match and moving on to round 2 is Eric Myers. I hate to admit it, but despite the attitude problem, Eric's skills were unmatched in this duel.
Indeed, Alpha. Though Hunter gave it his best effort, Eric's Kashtira monster shut down any opportunity for his opponent to gain a real edge in the match, even with Hunter having the stronger monster on the field. It was Eric's confidence in his skills that earned him a spot in the second round.
I just wish he wasn't so rough around the edges, to put it nicely. This is supposed to be a friendly tournament, but he was ruthless.
We can only hope that future duels will open his eyes to the true meaning of this event. As today's match is coming to a close, do our contestants have any closing remarks?
Blake, Shane, everyone, I blew it today. Sorry I brought shame to the Ninja Storm Rangers. I'm going to hone my skills so I'll never lose like this again.
All I have to say is this. Wes, you better be ready, because the only one who gets to take you down is me.
With those remarks, today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has officially come to a close. Thank you to everyone watching, and we hope to see you all once the next match commences. Farewell, and have a good night.
Eric? What was that?
Do we have a problem? Carter?
Yeah, we have a problem. Your behavior during your duel was inexcusable. Haven't you learned anything from our time with the other Red Rangers?
Spare me, Grayson. This is a tournament where only the strongest win. It's every ranger for themselves. If you have a problem with the way I duel, then how about you crush your small fry of an opponent, and then we can hash this out in round 2. Like it's going to matter, because I'm not losing to anyone before I have my match with Wes.
You still don't get it. It's not your dueling that's the issue. It's your attitude.
Boo-hoo. Forgive me for hurting your little feelings. I don't have time for this. I have to prepare for the next round, and I'd suggest you do the same.
I thought you changed, Eric. Whether I win or not, I swear, soon, you'll see the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the next match in the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament.
Ay. This is a match a lot of our viewers have really been looking forward to. And truth be told, so have I.
After this 8th match of round 1, 4 more duels remain to decide the next 4 duelists that will proceed into round 2.
Who are you rooting for to take it all the way, Zordon? Eric recently showed us just how strong his deck is, but my electrodes are on Jason, or maybe even Wes.
I do not believe it is appropriate for me to show bias towards any of the Rangers participating. As hosts, we have a duty to impartiality.
Party pooper.
Let us proceed to introducing our duelists for today's matchup. Duelist number 1 is the son of billionaire adventurer and inventor Andrew Hartford. Born as an android, his bravery and heart as a ranger, along with selfless sacrifice, became the catalyst transforming him into a human. Wielding a Chronomaly deck is Mack Hartford.
Mack's Chronomaly monsters are based on artifacts and ancient discoveries. Perfect for an adventure enthusiast. His cards also specialize in Xyz summoning with crippling effects for the opponent.
His opponent will need to be vigilant to avoid falling prey to such effects. Speaking of his opponent, our second duelist was a professional firefighter before being recruited as the Red Ranger for Lightspeed Rescue. He embodies the passion, heart, and discipline needed for a public servant. Introducing Carter Grayson.
Captain America himself. Carter will obviously pilot Rescue Ace cards, since they're clearly reminiscent of fire engines and embody the spirit of first responders.
Explorer versus Fireman. Are our duelists ready?
Locked and loaded.
Ready to go.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin!
I don't think we've met before. Carter Grayson, Lightspeed Rescue.
I read all about your adventures battling ancient demons, and I'm so jealous.
Oh, sorry. Got too excited there.
Mackenzie Hartford, Operation Overdrive Red Ranger. But you can just call me Mack.
Oh, I've heard of the Overdrive team. In a way, your team is just like Lightspeed's, with everyone being called upon for their special skills. Well, Mack, Red Ranger to Red Ranger. Let's make this a good duel. After you.
Likewise. And get ready to see what power my ancient artifacts wield. I start off with the field spell, Chronomaly City Babylon, just to set the mood for now.
Tell me, what made you choose a Chronomaly deck?
To me, there's nothing like the thrill of exploration and discovering the wonders of the world.
The cards in this deck speak to that part of me.
That joy might have been artificial at first, but now it defines who I am.
I understand how you feel. From a young age, I knew I wanted to be a firefighter. Just like you, my deck reflects what I am, inside and out.
Glad to see I found a kindred spirit in this tournament. But that just means I'm going to try even harder to win. Continuing with my turn, I play the continuous spell, Chronomaly Temple Trilithon. Since I control no monsters, for the small price of 500 life points, I can normal summon Chronomaly Colossal Head.
I don't understand. Why waste life points just for a normal summon? And all for a monster that's not really all that impressive.
Trust me, there's a method to the madness. Now I summon Chronomaly Nebradisc. Once Nebradisc is normal summoned, its effect lets me add another Chronomaly card to my hand from my deck. And since I have a field spell, I can special summon the card I retrieved. Come on out, Chronomaly Tula Guardian!
That's quite the solid defense you've built up.
It's not over yet. By building the overlay network, I can unlock the might of the ancient world.
I Xyz summon number 36, Chronomaly Chateau Huyuk. I'll end my turn by playing this card face down. You're up, Carter. I know you're a renowned Red Ranger, but don't think you could claim an easy victory.
I wouldn't dream of it. You're a fellow Red Ranger, chosen for a reason to lead your team, and you have nothing but my respect.
Would it be a bad time to mention that it was actually my dad who was supposed to be the Red Ranger and I kind of just took the Morpher instead?
What?
Hey, would you look at that? It's your turn. Show me what you can do.
Very well. To start my turn, I summon the fire monster, Rescue Ace Impulse, in attack mode.
We'll see how much good that card does you after I activate the effect of Huyuk. By using an overlay unit, it can reduce the attack of your monster to 0. And for an added bonus, my spell card can be used as an overlay unit.
Mack, I'm sorry, but why would you do that?
What do you mean?
In terms of just attack power, my monster posed no threat to yours. You honestly just wasted a move that could have been crucial later in the duel.
But, you're right. I guess I got too excited to show off my cards.
Well, thanks to that, I get to show off a few of mine. Since you activated your monster's effect, an effect of mine triggered while in my hand. Now I contribute my impulse to special summon another Rescue Ace monster from my hand. But before I do that, I activate the quick play spell, Emergency, to bring out any Rescue Ace monster from my deck in defense mode. Deploy Rescue Ace Fire Attacker! Due to my spell, I have to send a Rescue Ace monster to the graveyard. But that's fine, because it paves the way for true power. The card Impulse brought forth, Rescue Ace Turbulence!
I wasn't expecting that.
That's why I told you it was a waste to use your monster's effect so early. You could have easily crippled Turbulence had you saved it. But what's done is done. I set 2 cards from my hand face down, then use my monster's effect to set 3 more. It's time to battle. Turbulence, attack his Xyz monster!
Sorry, but I don't think so.
What?
I activate Mirror Force. It was a great effort, but my monster still stands.
I thought I had you for sure. Fair enough, good move. I guess my turn's done for now.
That was a close one. If I didn't have Mirror Force, my monster would have been a goner. I need to keep the pressure on somehow. But with all those face downs, it's like walking through a minefield. Let's just hope this is the smart play. All right, let's try this again. I detach an overlay unit to activate Huyuk's effect, bringing the attack of your monster to 0.
Not gonna happen!
No way!
Lesson number 1, Mack. Never respond to a fire without all the proper preparations. I activate my trap card, Extinguish. Because I control a Rescue Ace monster, I can target and destroy one effect monster you control.
So that's how this duel is going to be, huh? All right then. Time to suit up for this wild ride. Overdrive! Accelerate! That's more like it. My monster might be gone, but I'm just getting started. I activate the effect of Chronomaly Nebradisc from my grave. Since I control a Chronomaly monster, I can special summon it back in defense mode.
Well, if you're taking this to the next level, it's only fair that I do too. Lightspeed, rescue! Red Ranger, rescue ready!
But are you ready for this?
I tribute the Nebra Disc I just brought back to summon the level 5 Chronomaly Moai Carrier.
Now with 2 level 5 monsters on my field, that sets the foundation for the ace of my deck to emerge. Once again, I established the overlay network to Xyz summon a blast from the past. Rise, number 33, Chronomaly Machu Mack!
I saw what your last monster was capable of, and I'm not letting it do what it wants so easily. I activate the trap, Contain, which not only prevents your card from attacking this turn, but negates its effects as well.
My best card. How were you able to stop it so easily?
Let's just say Miss Fairweather, sorry, Mrs. Rawlings, inspired me to always up my arsenal. But stopping your monster isn't all. I use another quick play spell, Rescue! With this, a fallen rescue ace returns to the field, front and center. Turbulence, you're up!
No! No! There's gotta be something I can do! This! I banish Chronomaly Colossal Head from my grave in order to place your monster in the face-down defense position.
Mack, what's happening? It's like you're short-circuiting or something. Why didn't you use that effect to place your own monster in defense mode?
No, my cards. Machu, Chrono, what? Can, do, X.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Mack? Guess this is it. I'll finish this then. First, I'll reposition both my cards back to attack mode. Then I'll special summon another Turbulence by banishing 2 Rescue Ace cards from my graveyard. Following that, I summon Rescue Ace Airlifter, and once it's summoned, I can choose a Rescue Ace spell card to add to my hand. But before that, I activate the Quick Play spell Alert to retrieve Rescue Ace Monitor back from the grave. I hate to go all out like this in a friendly competition, but maybe this will bring me back. I play the spell card my Airlifter allowed me to add, the field spell Rescue Ace HQ. One of its effects targets 4 of my banished or used Rescue Ace cards, shuffles them back in my deck, and lets me draw another card. By the looks of things, I don't really need to do this, but you can never be too careful. Once more, I use Turbulence's effect to set 4 cards face down. Alright, Mack, if you can hear me, I had a great time in this duel, and I hope you did too. Use this as a learning experience so you can come back even stronger. Rescue Ace Battalion, bring him back!
What happened?
Oh, my capacitors! Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match and the one moving on to round 2 is Carter Grayson! Zordon, what happened out there?
It would seem that after a few miscalculations, Mack was unable to recover and suffered a nervous breakdown as a result. Carter's Rescue Ace monsters were indeed powerful, but had Mack bided his time, the effects of his Chronomaly cards could have turned the tide of the duel in his favor.
I guess it was a good thing Carter was there to put out the fire. And according to the bracket, he will be the one to take on Eric in round 2. Ay, ay, ay.
Fret not, Alpha. Carter's ability to inspire those around him is one of the qualities that make him an exceptional ranger. Win or lose, I have no doubt he will be able to reach through to Eric.
I hope you're right. As we conclude today's events, do we have any closing remarks from our duelists?
It was embarrassing to just shut down like that. Haven't done that since my Robo days. But hopefully, I can give a better performance in the runner-up bracket. I haven't shown the true power of my deck, so don't think for a second this was the best I can do.
Mack, I'm glad to see you're back to normal, and can't wait to see what you can do in the future. It looks like I will be the one taking on Eric in the next round. I don't care how tough it seems, I intend to show him the error of his ways. He'd better be ready.
With those remarks, today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has officially come to a close. Thank you to everyone watching, and we hope to see you all once the next match commences. Farewell, and have a good night. Alpha, as round 1 is nearing its climax, it would seem the stakes have never been higher.
You're absolutely right, Zordon. Even though this started as a friendly tournament, personal investments have driven how some of our Rangers challenge their opponents. While duelists like Jason and Eric want a chance to best their rivals, Devon and Wes have fully embraced the spirit of the tournament. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. You're a wizard trapped in a time warp. Between you and me, who's going to win it all?
Clairvoyance is beyond the scope of my power, Alpha 5. Even if I were to possess such ability, I would not compromise the integrity of the tournament by revealing the winner.
For an interdimensional wizard, you're kinda useless, aren't you? Anyway, it's about time to get into today's match. Our first challenger hails from Ocean Bluff, operating a pizza shop by day and throwing kung fu hands at night. Though he was the rookie of his team, he grew to be a fierce leader and dominant Pai Shui master with the spirit of the tiger. Ladies and gentlemen, the Jungle Fury Red Ranger, Casey Rhodes.
Casey channels his animal spirit through the use of a Fire Fist deck. These cards rely on and are supported by continuous fire formation cards to buff their strength and field presence.
For someone sensitive to the animal spirits of others, this is quite fitting. Continuing on. Duelist number 2 was a traveler whose destiny was realized in the mysterious town of Briarwood. He discovered the missing fragments of his past as the son of powerful mages and has proved his worth as a formidable wizard himself. Born as Bowen, I give you the Red Mystic Ranger, Mick Russell.
Nick has fully embraced his role as a sorcerer, as evident by the use of an Endymion deck. These pendulum monsters take full advantage of spell counters that can turn the tide of a duel in the most crucial moments. This is sure to be an exciting matchup between two masters of their respective combat styles. Are the two duelists ready?
I'm raring to go. I guess?
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin!
Hey man, between the two of us, I'm just gonna throw this duel. Card games aren't really my thing.
I can't say they're mine either. But giving up isn't the way. Who knows? Maybe we'll both learn to enjoy something about this game by the end. Just give it a chance. I mean, you even made a deck like the others that suits you, right?
Not really. Once this tournament was announced, Chip got so excited he made decks for all of us. I've used it once in a practice match, and that's it.
Well, either way, let's have a good duel, and may the best man win. I can sense that the spirit of the Phoenix dwells within you. Regardless of how you feel about the game, I need to be on my guard if I want to stand a chance.
Do what you want, man. I guess I'll start by playing the spell card, Spell Power Mastery, and use it to add Magister of Endymion to my hand. I then follow that by setting the Pendulum Scale with the Scale 2 Servant of Endymion and the Scale 8 Magister I just got.
That adds a spell counter to my servant. But with my scales now set, I pendulum summon Reflection of Endymion in defense mode. That's all I got, you're up.
Summoning a monster with 2,700 defense points on your first turn isn't bad. Are you sure you've never played this before?
I guess I'm just a fast learner.
Then it's time for me to teach a lesson of my own. I start my turn by activating the continuous spell card, Fire Formation Tenki. I use it to add a monster to my hand.
Looks like I should be thanking you. Why is that? Because my cards gain counters for the activation of every spell card on the field, not just my own.
Whoa, those are some strong effects. I don't know if I have anything to counter that, but I didn't become a Pai Shui master by being a coward. All right, Nick, welcome to the jungle. Since I activated a Fire Formation card, I can special summon one of the jungle masters I encountered along my travels. Come out, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Panda!
I might not know too much about this game, but I do know math, and your monster is nowhere near strong enough to take on mine.
If brute strength was the key to every victory, I wouldn't have been able to save Jared from the influence of Daishi. I believed in my friends, just like how I believe in my deck. Next up, I summon Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Elephant! Great seeing you again, Master Fant. My new monster has the ability to call for more backup by sending a Fire Formation card to the graveyard. Come out, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Boar!
I get wanting to believe in something. I had to believe in my friends and family to bring out the best in me. But I still don't get what you're planning by summoning an army of monsters that can't touch my own... Wait a minute. You have 2 level 4 monsters, and one of them is a tuner. Oh, you're planning something big.
Can't let you be the only one making big moves. I set this card face down. Then, to confirm your suspicions, my 2 level 4 monsters will be working together, but not as a synchro monster.
Then that means...
I build the overlay network, and by overlaying Elephant and Boar, a brand new jungle master enters the battle. I summon Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Cardinal.
Jungle Master, huh?
Better believe it. And as you can see, it embodies the spirit of the Cardinal.
Hey, I'm not saying you're wrong, but you keep mentioning these animal spirits. It took me a long time to believe that magic exists.
You're telling me that animal spirits exist too?
You tell me. I've already told you that the spirit of the phoenix dwells within you. I know you can feel it, guiding you, empowering you in every fight. It's not just your symbol or sword. It's the embodiment of who you are.
I guess there's more to this than I originally thought. Definitely gotta ask Udana about this when I get back.
But before that, I have a duel to win. I detached 2 overlay units to activate Cardinal's effect. Long story short, after I target 2 of my own Fire Fist and Fire Formation cards to shuffle back into my deck, I can do the same to 2 of your cards on your side of the field. Your wall is crashing down, and my monsters didn't need to lift a finger.
Ah, come on, and I thought my defense was impenetrable.
Nothing is impenetrable in the face of a Pai Shui master. And now that you're wide open, it's my time to strike. Cardinal, Panda, show them what Jungle Fury is all about. Is that frustration I hear? Sounds to me like you care about this game more than you like to admit.
Yeah, right. I just hate to lose. I won't lie though, figuring out how to get out this hole is kinda cool. Let's see if this works. Since my scale was broken, I'm gonna fix it by placing the scale 4, Mythical Beastmaster Cerberus. That gives my servant another spell counter, but that won't be all. Your panda's looking a little tired, so how about a nap?
Huh?
I use the spell Book of the Moon to flip it face down in defense mode, which also loads up my servant with a 4th spell counter.
Oh no, I don't like the sound of that.
Then you're gonna hate the sound of this. Magical Source! Mystic Force! Oh yeah, the drip is immaculate, and so's this next move. Now that my servant has plenty of counters, I use 3 of them to special summon the ultimate sorcerer. Unleash your arcane power, Endymion, the mighty master of magic. And that's not all. Join your master, Servant of Endymion. And just so you know, while Endymion has a spell counter, it can't be targeted by nor destroyed with card effects.
Great.
This is the power of the Phoenix, rising from the ashes to unleash its true power. Now go, my magicians! Obliterate his monsters! How do you like that? You might have the advantage in life points, but unless your power is stronger than my magic, that advantage will be gone in a heartbeat.
So this is the power of someone with the spirit of the Phoenix. I never faced a force like this before. But my own spirit of the tiger never let me down before. Let's do this! Jungle Beast, Spirit Unleashed! All right, full steam ahead! I summon Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Bear. Let's do some damage. Bear, waste his servant.
Sorry, but this isn't gonna go how you think it will.
Your bluffs aren't gonna work on me.
Too bad it's not a bluff. Your monster might have destroyed my own, but before that, I can discard 1 card in my hand to add spell counters to all my monsters on the field that I can add them to.
Adding a counter to a card that's about to be destroyed doesn't make much sense to me. Besides, Bear's effect activates after it inflicts damage. From my deck, I can set a Fire Formation card. I have everything I need.
Wanna bet? Since my servant was destroyed, I can place it back in the pendulum zone with the same amount of counters it had while on the field as a monster.
What's it gonna take to get rid of your monsters?
Certainly more than that.
Then let me show you more. I activate the spell I said earlier, Fire Formation Ingen. With it, I can fusion summon 1 Beast Warrior fusion monster from my extra deck, using monsters from my hand or field as fusion material.
That would be a pretty good move, if you could get it off.
No way!
They don't call Endymion the master of magic for nothing. I use his effect to return my Servant of Endymion to my hand, negating and destroying your spell. On top of that, the counters that were on my servant are transferred to Endymion.
Uh-oh.
Time to rock it, Briarwood style. I'll reestablish my scale with Servant of Endymion once more, then get right into the action. Go! Endymion! Did you see that?
I guess it's fair to say you're thoroughly into the match now.
Are you kidding? This is awesome! I wish I would have gotten into Yu-Gi-Oh earlier.
Glad to see you ended up enjoying yourself after all. There's not much I can do right now, but I'm having fun too. Guess I'll just set these 2 cards face down and end my turn. You really got me in a bind over here.
Guess I'll keep up the pressure. Endymion, take down his face down. Got him.
What?
It's an oldie but a goodie. Mirror Force! Say goodbye to your magician.
Seems like you forgot what my cards can do with spell counters. I activate Endymion's effect to return himself to my hand instead of getting destroyed.
Regardless, your monster is off the field, leaving your life points wide open for an attack. I flip over Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Rooster and let him loose on your life points. Nick, you dueled incredibly, but this duel is just about over. I mean this with all respect, but make your final move.
Until I play my last card, this duel is far from over. To quote my fellow Yellow Ranger, I believe in the heart of my cards. Now let's see where that belief takes me. How poetic. This duel is gonna end just how it started, with the spell card, Spell Power Mastery, and I use it to add Magister of Endymion to my hand. Here's the added effect of Spell Power Mastery I didn't mention before. For every one of these cards that I control, and that's also in my grave, that amount of spell counters can be added to my card. Not to mention, an additional spell counter gets added since a spell card was activated. Look at that, I count 3. No, that means... I use 3 spell counters to special summon Mythical Beast Master Cerberus back to the field. And my servant leaves the Pendulum Zone to join him. Now that it's open, my Scale 8 Magister steps in to reset the Pendulum Scale. And with that, the stage is set for the grand finale. With the scale set, I Pendulum summon a team that'll lead me to victory. Mythical Beast Jackal King, and Endymion, the mighty master of magic.
My monster doesn't stand a chance.
Sorry, but it's cooked in more ways than one. By removing a total of 4 spell counters on the field, Cerberus here can send one of your monsters straight into exile. And with that, this duel is mine.
Talk about a comeback! Hi-yi-yi! The winner of the match and moving to the second round is Nick Russell. Nick started strong with his reflection of Endymion, but Casey was able to break through that defense, and for the majority of the duel, he had the advantage. It wasn't until that very last draw from Nick that he was able to completely shift the tide of battle.
Like his time as a ranger, Nick's true potential as a duelist came through when he needed it most. Casey put as much pressure as he could, but in the end, Nick's magic proved victorious. Are there any final remarks from today's duelists?
I really thought I had him at first, but true to the Phoenix, Nick was able to come from behind to show his true strength. I don't have any regrets. Even as a Paishwa master, I still have much to learn, and Nick showed me that today.
I gotta give it up to Casey. He showed me that this game was pretty fun. Did it help that I won? Sure, but I can't wait to see what my opponent brings in the next round. I'm sure the power you saw from my deck today was just the beginning.
With those final words, today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has officially come to a close. Before we leave, the sponsor for this event, Sentai Senpai, just wanted to thank everyone watching for the support. The channel this tournament is broadcasted on is less than 200 away from 1,000 subscribers at the time this is being uploaded. If you like what you see and want to show your support, please consider subscribing for free. Just a little peek from behind the curtain. This is all done individually, and subscribing is the best way to show your appreciation for all the work that goes into this. With that out of the way, it's time to make our farewell. Goodbye, everyone. Yes. I see. So if I use this... leaping gyros, that's it!
Alpha, what is it that you are doing over there?
Well, this tournament has just gotten me so excited that I wanted to start building a deck of my own. Between matches, I did some research on what archetype would suit me the best. I think I narrowed it down to Morphtronic monsters.
While I am glad our tournament has facilitated your interest in the game, I must ask, how did you come across the funds to acquire such cards? I know for a fact that you do not have a source of paid employment.
We don't have to get into that right now. Hey, would you look at the time? It's time to start today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. Our 2 duelists today have taken the mantle of Red Ranger in the modern era and filled those shoes admirably. Duelist number 1 has the energy of the T-Rex spirit infused within his red energem. Friendly, adventurous, and just. Here's the Dino Charge Red Ranger, Tyler Navarro.
Tyler's deck is comprised of Dino Mist cards, pendulum monsters with the aggressive might of the dinosaurs. These monsters can swarm the field quickly and have effects that can severely hinder an opponent due to sheer numbers.
Let's hope his opponent is up to the challenge. Speaking of which, while Duelist number 1 is from a different universe, Duelist number 2 is from a different planet altogether. Though she calls Earth her home, she's actually an alien from the planet Ravcon. Her journey as a ranger started in pink, but the Morphin Grid deemed her worthy to lead her team as the Red Ranger during the most recent threat of Lord Zed. I present to you the Cosmic Fury Red Ranger, Amelia Jones.
Amelia will bring a Constellar deck to the duel, honoring both her extraterrestrial heritage as well as her Cosmic Fury team. Similar to Tyler's Dynamist cards, the Constellar monsters also rely on effects to grant multiple summons per turn. But while Tyler's cards are pendulum monsters, Amelia's focus on XC summons.
Oh, I can't wait anymore. Duelists, are you ready?
Ready to rumble.
Let's fly.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin.
This is gonna be so much fun.
I mean, it's not ghost hunting, but I'm always up for a good duel. I just hope you're prepared to see stars.
Oh, you've got spunk. I'm really gonna enjoy this duel then. I'll warn you though, my Dynamist cards aren't anything to sneeze at.
I thought long and hard about what kind of deck I would bring to this tournament. And even though I have a strong connection to dinosaurs too, I think what I have now speaks to me on a deeper level. Let me show you. I'll take us off by summoning Constellar Algeti. And once Algeti is successfully summoned, I can special summon another level 4 Constellar monster from my hand. So come on out, Constellar Kos. Next, I'll use Kauz's special ability. Up to twice per turn, I can increase or decrease the levels of my Constellar monsters by 1. Time to level up, guys! And with one card placed face down, I end my turn. You're up, Tyler.
Solid move. If I had to guess, you've got something special planned for your monsters by increasing their levels.
Think you've got what it takes to stop me?
That's the question I should be asking you. I play the field spell, Dynamic Power Load, and with it, all my Dynamist monsters gain a 300-point power boost. Say hello to one of them right now, Dino Mist Plesio's.
2,000 attack points? Uh-oh.
I'll also set a card face down, and then unleash Plesio's on your Algeti!
There goes that plan.
Before I forget to mention, while Plesio's is on the field as a monster, all monsters you control lose 100 attack points for every Dynamist card I control.
That's going to be annoying to deal with. But I wasn't chosen to be a Red Ranger because life was easy. It was because the hope I carried in the face of adversity. Don't think for a second I'm backing down from this challenge.
Wouldn't dream of it. Now show me just what a fellow Red Ranger is made of.
Say less. I tribute Constellar Kos to bring out another warrior of the stars, Constellar Zubenish Shamali. And thanks to his effect, I can add more backup from my deck.
Nothing wrong with relying on your team to get you out of a pinch.
Exactly. Though I think the Quantum Ranger missed that lesson.
Achoo!
Huh. That was weird.
Anyway, I then used the spell card Constellar Star Cradle to return 2 of the Constellar monsters from my graveyard back to my hand. Sucks I can't battle this turn, but I'll accept that risk. I can still fortify defense with my cards. Since I control a Constellar monster, I can special summon the monster I added from my deck, Constellar Caduceus. And true to his name, I get a little first aid in the shape of an added Constellar Speller trap card from my deck. But I won't leave you in suspense, because the card I chose was the continuous spell Constellar Belt. And this bad boy prevents the negation of all my light monsters. That's it from me.
That was a lot of moves just to do nothing. You're not scared of my dino power, are you?
As if. I know exactly what I'm doing.
We'll see about that. It's time to give Plesio some backup of his own. Since we currently have monsters tied in attack power, I can special summon this big guy, Dynamist Brachion. And with another Dynamist card on the field, that's another 100 points gone for your monsters. Now both your monsters are about to be dino food.
Think again.
Huh?
I activate my trap, Threatening Roar, and now you can't declare an attack this turn. My cards are safe for one more turn.
Great. I guess that's my turn then.
but you're gonna have to pull something big to bring my Cretaceous baddies down.
Aren't you like dating a huge dino nerd? You should know that the Brachiosaurus lived during the Jurassic, not the Cretaceous. She's gonna get you.
I suppose you know that because your own boyfriend is a giant nerd himself, right?
Touché. Well, to quote the new hires down at Buzz Blast, time to cook. I bring back a monster who went down much too soon. Constellar Cos. Hope you remember its special ability.
Twice a turn, it can change the levels of your monsters by 1.
Bingo! So once again, it's time for Calus and Caduceus to get an upgrade. And now that I have 3 level 5 monsters on the field, it's about time for me to level up as well. Link to Morphin Grid. Izzy was right. Red does look good on me. If it wasn't obvious by now, my monsters are the foundation for power on a galactic scale. Using them, I build the overlay network. And by overlaying Kos, Caduceus, and Zubina Shamali, I summon the embodiment of cosmic fury. I call forth Stellar Knight Constellar Diamond! And even with your monster's effect, my beast is more than powerful enough to take them out.
Not so fast.
What?
Unleash the power! It's about to get wild. I activate a trap of my own, Dynamist Rush. And with it, I can special summon another Dynamist card from my deck for the remainder of the turn. Come out my second, Dynamist Plezios!
Did you really have to make my dragon weaker?
That's the plan.
Whatever. My card is still strong enough to derail those plans. Constellar Diamond. Make his Plezios extinct. That's more like it. One more, and then we'll be back to full strength.
What am I gonna do? Even with Plezios' effect, her monster would still be strong enough to wipe it out. I knew Xyz's monsters were strong, but... Wait. Oh yeah. That just might work. I gotta hand it to you, Amelia. This is the kind of challenge I live for. And if I'm gonna win, we gotta get a little creative. Watch. I hope you didn't think you were the only one who could establish the overlay network here.
Wait, what?
To lay the foundation, I summon another Dynamist Plezios. And now that I have 2 level 4 monsters on the field, I officially build the overlay network to Xyz summon the Terror from the Deep.
From the where?
Number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark.
What are you trying to pull? I thought you were running a pure Dynamist deck.
I never said that. Besides, sharks were around since the dinosaurs, so it's still on theme.
Like it'll matter. With your Plezios gone, my dragon is back to full strength and is back to being the strongest on the field, even with your new pet fish.
Keep talking. It's only a matter of time. I'm going to finish my turn by placing the Scale 6, Dynamist Rex, into the Pendulum Scale. Glad to see you again, Rexy.
I guess you could have had a worse turn. At least your life points have some sort of buffer. At least for now. But your shark is about to be dragon food. Your defeat starts with me summoning Constellar Pollux, whose effect grants me an additional normal summon. Come back out, Constellar Algetti. Now this is how you really summon an Xyz monster. With the overlay network established again, I overlay Pollux with Algetti to call forth Constellar Presepi.
Pretty cool card.
You have no idea. All right, time to fight. Constellar Diamond. Turn that shark into sushi.
Welcome to my parlor, said the spider to the fly.
Excuse me?
You walked right into my trap. Whenever a monster declares an attack, by using an overlay unit, my shark can lower the attacking monster's attack by 1,000.
That means my monster
is going to be
just fine.
What?
There was a reason I brought out Presepi. See, when I control an attacking Constellar monster, it can increase its attack by 1,000 points. Nice try, but my dragon is here to stay.
I thought I had it, but we're still standing. And as a parting gift, my shark lets me special summon a fallen monster back to the field. Plezios, welcome back.
That's it for me. Unless you do something this turn, victory in this duel is 100% mine. Think you got what it takes?
As long as I've got my deck, I can do anything. And this is the card that turns this duel around. I have to thank you for destroying my shark, because now that I only control Dino Mist monsters, I can special summon this awesome dino, Dino Mist Ceratops!
Hold up, wait a minute. My monsters!
I told you my deck would come through for me. Now Ceratops is the dominant one on the field. I said it once, but I'll say it again. It's about to get wild. Dinos, it's feeding time.
No! That's my strongest monster!
You're next, Pricepi. Now you're wide open.
I can't believe this. Is this the end for me? I thought I had it.
Hey, don't talk like that. You played incredibly, and the duel's not over yet. Remember what you told me. It was your hope that called you to be a Red Ranger. Don't lose hold of that now.
It's now or never. This move will decide the outcome of this duel. I summon Constellar Sheraton, and when this card is summoned, another Constellar monster can be added to my hand. And because Sheraton is on the field, Caduceus makes his return, triggering his effect once more. I'll end my turn by playing this one card face down. All right, Tyler, it's back to you.
It's the moment of truth. If you don't stop me now, this duel is over. I use the spell Monster Reborn to bring back Dynamist Plesio's. So tell me, Amelia, can you stop this dino charge that's about to come through?
No.
Sorry to hear that.
And that's a wrap, folks. The one moving on to face Nick in round 2 is Tyler Navarro.
For the majority of the duel, it would seem that both duelists were evenly matched, utilizing creative tactics in an attempt to throw their opponent off balance. However, once Tyler managed to bring down Amelia's mighty dragon, his victory was certain.
It was a solid effort from Amelia, and low-key, I was rooting for her to win.
Alpha.
But Tyler earned his victory, and I look forward to seeing what he brings in the next round. Do we have any closing remarks from today's contestants?
I tried to represent for the last iteration of Power Rangers, but I still have a lot of work to do. Good luck, Tyler, and thanks for the awesome match.
I learned a lot from Amelia. I had to think outside the box to win, which only speaks to how much of a great duelist she is. If round 1 was this intense, I'm stoked for what's next.
With those final words, today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has officially come to a close. Before we leave, the sponsor for this event, Sentai Senpai, just wanted to thank everyone watching for the support. The channel this tournament is broadcasted on is less than 200 away from 1,000 subscribers at the time this is being uploaded. If you like what you see and want to show your support, please consider subscribing for free. Just a little peek from behind the curtain. This is all done individually, and subscribing is the best way to show your appreciation for all the work that goes into this. With that out of the way, it's time to make our farewell. Goodbye, everyone!
Gentlemen, in a few days' time, our journey will at last bring us to Earth.
Everyone, get plenty of rest, especially you, Aurico. We have much to be ready for.
What was that?
I believe that sound came from the engine bay. Come on, let us investigate.
What is the meaning of this? What could have done this? Sestro, can you identify a culprit from inside?
Negative, Delphine. I will keep looking in the meantime. At first glance, our systems appear to be functioning at normal capacity. This is most perplexing indeed.
Just do your best to make sure we make it to Earth promptly. We do not want to keep our hosts waiting any longer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 11th match of round 1 of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. After today, only one match remains to decide which 12 Red Rangers will advance onto round 2.
You've got that right, Zordon. All of these duels have been incredible to watch. You never know who's going to win. We've certainly had our fair share of upsets in this round alone, and I can tell future duels are going to be just as exciting.
With countless more duels on the horizon, there is plenty more excitement to be had. I can only hope that our audience is excited to see what our two duelists today will bring.
Our first duelist comes from a long line of samurai warriors and has been trained since childhood to lead his team as a samurai himself. He is defined by unwavering discipline, duty, and honor that will see any challenge to the end. Wielding a 6 samurai deck is Jayden Shiba.
By wielding 6 samurai monsters, Jayden has the ability to negate the effects of his opponent, while at the same time boosting the strength of his own.
If Jayden gets control of this duel early, his opponent will have a tough time fighting back. But our second duelist has never backed down from a hard time. Initially, the new kid to Harwood County, he quickly sprung to action as a hero to lead his team against the War Star. Fearless and determined, I bring you the Megaforce Red Ranger, Troy Burrows.
Troy brings with him elemental hero monsters, warriors that thrive on fusion to demonstrate the elite power of unity.
Oh, that's a popular archetype. Let's see if they can stand up against Jayden's samurai. Now, without further ado, duelists, are you ready?
Ready.
Ready here.
Then let the next match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament begin!
Great seeing you again, Troy. Let's see if you can put what I taught you to good use.
Get into your opponent's head. Use your instincts to sense their next move and feel their attack coming. Those were the words you said to me when we first met, and I intend to follow through.
Well said. Enough talking then. Let's begin. I'll start us off with the field spell, Temple of the Six. Each time a 6 samurai monster is summoned, a Bushido counter gets placed on my spell. Following that, I activate the continuous spell, Shien's Dojo. And just like Temple of the Six, a Bushido counter gets added to it for each 6 samurai monster that's summoned. Now let me show you just a taste of the power I have in store. I summon Secret 6 Samurai Kizaru. Then I end my turn by placing this one card face down. And just so you know, for every Bushido counter on Temple of the Six, your monsters lose 100 attack points. This is your first test. How will you overcome this disadvantage?
I've been through a lot worse than this and came out just fine. My predecessors paved the way for what it truly means to be a hero. That's reflected in the deck I built. Let me show you. I start my turn with a field spell of my own, Skyscraper, which should be more than enough to cover the effect of your field spell. Next, I use the spell E, Emergency Call, to add an elemental hero to my hand.
Elemental heroes, huh? Oddly, that kind of suits you.
Whether they suit me or not, these cards remind me of every ranger coming together for a single goal. Continuing on, I summon the card I got from my deck, Elemental Hero Blazeman! And when he hits the field, I can add Polymerization to my hand. And if you know anything about elemental heroes, you'll know that they all come together to form something stronger than the sum of their parts. I use Polymerization to fuse Blazeman with the elemental hero Stratos in my hand to fusion summon Elemental Hero Sunrise.
I sense incredible power stemming from that card.
You don't know the half of it. Sunrise is filled to the brim with abilities, but the one I'm using now is grabbing Miracle Fusion from my deck. And with those preparations complete, it's time for my hero to fly.
So this is the power of your deck. Fascinating. If I'm going to win this, I've got to rely on all my years of samurai training. All right then. I summon Secret 6 Samurai Fuma. That's my move. Back to you.
Not to be rude, but I was expecting a bit more from someone of the Shiba family.
Patience, Troy. You'll see just what I'm capable of in time.
Keep playing weak monsters like this, and you won't have much time left. I play the spell Fusion Recovery, and with it, I add back Elemental Hero Stratos and Polymerization from the graveyard to my hand. A hero is nothing without his team. So come to the field, Stratos. Get ready for him to blow you away. See, whenever Stratos enters the fight, he can destroy spell or trap cards you control up to the number of other elemental heroes I control, and I choose your face down.
Not letting that happen.
I beg your pardon?
I activate my trap card, Musakani Magatama. Since your hero activated an effect with the intent of destroying my card, that effect is negated and Stratos is himself destroyed. Stratos! Don't worry, Sunrise will avenge you sevenfold. Destroy his samurai!
What's the deal, Jayden?
Is this really the best you can do? I thought you were a legend.
I never claimed to be a legend. I'm just a ranger forged by fire and destiny, just like my cards. Since Fuma was destroyed, its effect grants me a new teammate from my deck. Come on out, legendary 6 Samurai Kizan.
Summon all the backup you want. Nothing you do can bring down my heroes.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. I used the card I just drew, Monster Reborn, to bring Fuma back to the field. And I, too, will bring together the strength of my 2 monsters. I tuned Kazan with Fuma to bring out a samurai warrior with no equal. Enter the battlefield, legendary lord 6 Samurai Shien. And now with 5 Bushido counters on Shien's dojo, I use them to special summon another samurai master, Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. Finally, I summon the last monster in my hand, Hand of the 6 Samurai. Before we continue on, it's time to suit up. Go, go, Samurai! You're no Nylok, but I'm coming at you with everything I got, and thanks to my field spell, your hero pales in comparison to the might of my samurai. Grandmaster, strike him down! With your guard down, it's my opportunity to strike.
So this is what your true power is.
Precisely. I've spent every waking moment preparing for this tournament. That's the spirit of the samurai, giving your all in everything you do.
Giving your all, huh? Fine then.
Super Mega Mode!
It's time for a Super Mega win.
Wait, did you just say...
My move! My heroes don't need to be on my field or even in my hand to show their power. I can call on them from beyond the grave. Go, Miracle Fusion!
I'm going to stop you right there.
What?
I activate Shien's effect. Once per turn, he can negate the effect of any spell or trap card you use.
Once a turn? Perfect. I hope you didn't think Miracle Fusion was a one-hit wonder.
Don't tell me.
I used a second Miracle Fusion in my hand, and by banishing Stratos and Sunrise from my grave, I fusion summoned the beacon of hope for my team, Elemental Hero, the Shining!
Whoa. Even with my counters, your monster can still stand against my own.
Hold on, because Shining here has his own Super Mega mode. I use the spell Form Change to upgrade Shining to Masked Hero Koga. And not only does Koga gain 500 attack points for every monster you control, by banishing a hero monster, one of your monsters lose attack points equal to the attack of my banished card.
I can't believe I'm being pushed into a corner like this.
Believe it. Because this is my power! Koga, destroy his Shien!
That's not happening. By using the effect of Hand of the 6 Samurai, Shien is safe from destruction.
That's fine by me. It's only a matter of time before I claim my victory in this duel.
Not if I can help it. But for now, I just have to bide my time. So I place this one card face down in defense mode and switch the position of my face-up cards. That's all from me.
Looks like you're starting to lose steam. Me? I'm charging straight to the finish. I summon Elemental Hero, Liquid Soldier, and head right back into battle. Koga, destroy his face-down monster! If you got something else up your sleeve, now's the time to use it. If not, the match is mine.
Embracing defeat would dishonor me and every samurai that came before me. I will see this through to the end, no matter the outcome. To take care of your Liquid Soldier, I summon legendary 6 Samurai Shinai. Now go, my monster. Take him out!
I was really hoping for something better. Okay, my turn. From my hand, I activate Polymerization to fuse the monsters in my hand to bring out the hero that'll bring this duel to a close.
No, you won't. Because once again, I use Shien's effect to negate the effect of your card.
No matter, because either way, It's checkmate.
No way!
Once more, I use the effect of my masked hero to banish Liquid Soldier from my graveyard and lower the attack of one of your monsters. And your Shanai is the perfect target.
So this is it. Well done, Troy. You've shown me your true strength. It was an honor.
Let's finish it.
Talk about an electric duel! My electrodes are still firing. In a stunning upset, the winner of this duel and moving on to round 2 is Troy Burrows. Even though Jayden had the advantage thanks to the effect of his field spell, Troy was still able to overcome it just through the sheer might of his elemental hero fusions.
The versatility of Troy's monsters were what ultimately gave way to his victory against Jayden's more rigid, disciplined approach. Maybe it will be this flexibility in Troy's arsenal that will give him the edge as well in round 2. As this match is nearing its end, are there any final remarks from today's duelists?
I gave it everything I had, but ultimately it wasn't enough. I clearly have more training to do if I'm to redeem my performance today. To my team, I promise, I won't let you down again.
Adversity comes in all different shapes and colors, but no matter what challenge stands before me, it'll be me that stands on top.
With those final words, today's match of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament has officially come to a close. With that out of the way, it's time to make our farewell. Goodbye, everyone! Why the long face, Zordon? Aren't you excited? We finally reached the last match of round 1. Cheer up, boss man.
Indeed, Alpha. It should be a day of celebration, but I feel a disturbance in the Morphin Grid. I do not know what exactly, but it would appear that something has thrown the natural order out of balance.
Oh, you've been stuck in that tube for too long. Everything is fine. Oh, and do you hear that? That must be the Equations. Just in time. Welcome, Rangers of Aquitar. You came just in time. Huh? What is this? Psycho Rangers!
Aw, someone doesn't sound too happy to see us.
It would appear that the disturbance I felt was the Psycho Rangers.
Ding, ding, ding! Someone give the severed head a cookie!
But why are you here? What happened to the Equation Rangers?
You mean those lightweights? Honestly, you should be insulted calling them Rangers. They didn't even put up a good fight.
You did not answer the question. Why are you here?
Can it, you old windbag? We heard about your little tournament while hitching a ride here to Earth. And seeing that now you have a few openings, we're more than happy to fill in.
No, absolutely not. There's no way we would allow such
Cute that you think you have a choice. Let me be more clear. We're going to duel in this tournament and prove we are the superior Rangers by utterly crushing whoever stands in our way. Want to stop us? Then defeat us in a duel.
Put him down, Psycho Red.
Oh, a new one. And who might you be?
Zayto, Knight of Rafcon and Dino Fury Red Ranger. I was supposed to be dueling Aurico today, but if you're here to cause trouble, I'll gladly bring you down.
Rafcon, huh? I believe we passed by that desolate rock on the way here. If you're that eager to join the rest of your people, I'll gladly oblige. Psycho Rangers, move out! Don't keep me waiting too long, Dino Fury Red Ranger. You'd hate to see what happens when I get angry.
Zayto, are you sure you have what it takes to take on Psycho Red? I don't know how, but they seem to be jamming our systems. We couldn't even tell you what decks any of the Psychos have.
I have to believe in myself and my Transcendosaurus cards to achieve victory. The other Rangers are counting on me. I don't know what the Psycho Rangers are planning, but those plans will end with me.
Spoken like a true Red Ranger. This will be one of your toughest challenges yet. If you are ready, proceed to the dueling arena, and may the power protect you.
Psycho Red, what did you do with Aurico and the other Equation Rangers?
Those pathetic excuses for Rangers barely even provided a decent warm-up. But they were just a means to an end.
And what end might that be? What do the Psycho Rangers want?
You and the rest of the Red Rangers will be crushed by my hands, and my hands only. And this tournament will be your undoing.
Whatever it is you're planning, it's going to fail before the power of good, Psycho Red.
I've lived for millions of your lifetimes, and never has evil triumphed.
Save it! I've heard your heroic platitudes for far too long. It's time for action, and I'll get this battle started. I play the spell, Dark World Dealings. With the power of this card, both of us draw one card, but then have to send one card to the grave.
So you drew a card just to get rid of another. I don't understand this strategy.
Whether you understand it or not, the outcome is going to be the same. Your destruction. Speaking of which, because my card was discarded, I can special summon it straight to the field. I summon Silva, Warlord of Dark World. And my Warlord is just a fraction of the pain I have in store for you.
I'm not scared of you.
Soon you will be. Next, I activate the effect of Genta, Gateman of Dark World, from my hand. When discarded, I can add the field spell, Gates of the Dark World, to my hand. Fitting, considering this duel is the gateway to your downfall. I play my spell, which not only boosts my fiends by 300, by activating it, I can banish Genta from my graveyard, discard my second Silva, and draw once more. But it doesn't end there. You already know what happens when Silva is discarded, but when Genta is banished while I control a Dark World card, he comes to the field front and center. To complete my Dark World army, I summon Braun, Mad King of Dark World. Ha 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 ha! Mad King, huh? Reminds me of myself. I'll end my turn with this one face-down card.
You've amassed quite the army for yourself, but what good is power if it will only be used for destruction? I've seen firsthand what unchecked power can do, and that's something I refuse to let happen again. In this duel, it'll be me that avenges the Equitians, as well as bring you down.
You have no idea the power I possess. Just hurry on with your pathetic move, unless you want to prolong your suffering.
If you insist. I start by placing 2 cards face down, but before I continue, I have to thank you, Psycho Red.
What?
You thought you crippled my hand with your spell card, but the true power of the ground Xeno in my graveyard is unleashed by banishing it. Now I can fusion summon the pinnacle of prehistoric might that was key in my fight against the Sporix beasts 65 million years ago. Transcendosaurus Gigantozauler. How's this for power?
You're going to have to do much better than that. I activate my trap, Skill Drain. At the cost of 1,000 life points. The effects of all face-up monsters on the field are negated.
What just happened? It seemed like you were in real pain.
Welcome to the true nature of our duel. In the depths of space, we psychos gained more than just our bodies back. We gained the powers of the shadows, and this is a shadow game. We're not playing with just life points. We're playing with our lives, where only the strongest will survive.
What is the meaning of this? Call this off. Now!
You're in no position to be giving me orders. If you want this to end, there's only one way out of it.
If that's how it has to be, so be it. Gigantozauler, take out Silva.
Now this is a battle.
You've brought this upon yourself. I told you, evil never triumphs.
Shove it, Rathconian. This is where the true fun begins. Once more, I activate Gates of the Dark World to sow the seeds of your demise. Then, after setting one card, I switch the rest of my monsters to defense mode. Your move, Knight.
I didn't think it was in your nature to play defensively. I guess even a Psycho Ranger fears losing this so-called shadow game. With my beast on the field, there's no way I can lose. But he won't go at it alone. I activate the spell Fossil Dig to grab a level 6 or lower dinosaur monster from my deck. After that, it's time to battle. Gigantozauler, obliterate that face-down card. That's just the beginning. Since a card was destroyed, I can special summon my cherished partner that will see me through the rest of this tournament. Xeno Meteorus.
Cute pet.
Let's see how cute you find this. Meteorus, take out Silva. Your defense is crumbling. It's only a matter of time before you fall victim to your own game.
You have no idea just how wrong you are. My move. Once again, I call upon Gates of the Dark World and use it to discard Snow, Unlight of Dark World. With this fiend now in the grave, I can add a Dark World card to my hand. I set this one card face down. Then, by discarding the Danger Jackalope from my hand, I can special summon Danger Nessie from my deck in defense mode. But that's enough defense. I'm coming straight for your precious little partner.
Huh?
I summon another Brawn, Mad King of Dark World. And with the help of my field spell, he's more than strong enough to make your repugnant reptile go extinct. Now go!
Not quite. I use my own trap card, Threatening Roar, which prevents you from declaring an attack this turn.
You fool! My attack has already been declared, so your card prevents nothing!
So this is the consequence of a shadow game.
Thrilling, isn't it? And you've only had a taste of its sweet torment. I'm going to enjoy crushing your mind and spirit.
Don't count on it. Link to Morphin Grid. Dino Fury Red.
Ah, so you finally decided to take this seriously. Thank you for making my victory that much more delicious.
Don't flatter yourself. It's my move. Again, I use Fossil Dig to grab a second Xenometeorus from my deck. If you thought I only had the one from before, you'd be sadly mistaken.
You can call forth an entire herd, and it would make no difference in this duel.
We'll see about that. Gigantozauler, wipe out his so-called king. Return to the field, Meteorus, and take down King number 2. Give it up, Psycho Red. You're just prolonging your own destruction.
Shut up! I told you, there's only one way out of this shadow game. It's crush or be crushed.
I don't get it. Why are you so bent on destroying the other Red Rangers? Even if you reach your goal, what comes next? You're so fixated on destroying others that you have no future ambition.
Why, you ask? Why does there have to be a reason? Why do the fish swim? Why does the snake constrict the life out of its prey? Because that's who they are. Hating the Red Rangers makes me who I am. It's in my bones, my blood, inside my very being. As long as I roam this plane, I'll never stop hunting you all down. Now that we're done with all that, I'll make my move. I activate the spell, Card Destruction, to rid you of whatever you're hiding in your hand.
Looks like I have to thank you again, because you just set up your own destruction.
What?
I activate the trap card that you just sent to the graveyard, Survival's End. By banishing it, I can destroy one dinosaur monster I control alongside any card you control, and I'm destroying your pesky continuous trap.
Persistent pest.
If you're done, I'd like to continue on to my turn and get us one step closer to ending this duel. As they say here on Earth, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I use a third Fossil Dig to grab another dinosaur from my deck, but this time it's not Xenometeorus. I activate the effect of the monster I just retrieved, Miscellaneousaurus. By sending it to the graveyard, dinosaur monsters I control are unaffected by your activated effects.
Try all you want. Nothing will save you.
You can't bluster your way out of defeat. Get ready, Psycho Red. You're about to feel the full might of Rafkon and Dino Fury. Miscellaneousaurus has another effect. I can banish any number of dinosaur monsters from my graveyard, then special summon one dinosaur monster from my deck with a level equal to the total number of monsters I've banished. By banishing 4 monsters, I summon Giant Rex.
Has the pressure of the shadow game begun to crush your mind? That puny salamander can't even scratch my monsters. And due to the effect of your useless dinosaur, it gets destroyed at the end of the turn.
Trust me, all I need is one more turn to end this once and for all.
Go ahead then.
Gigantozauler! Stomp his Nessie out of existence. That was your best defense, and now it's gone. Take your last move, because soon I'm ending this shadow game. What's so funny?
For this entire duel, you've played right into my hand. While you pathetic heroes defend life, I thrive in destruction. I hope you had your fun, because this is the beginning of the end for you. Once more, I play Dark World Dealings, granting me 1 card, then discarding it. And with that, the stage is set.
I don't like the sound of that.
That's right. Let that fear take hold, because your almighty beast is about to fall. Because Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World, was sent to the grave, I can target one card you control and destroy it.
What? No way. That can't be.
Goodbye, Gigantazowler. With that eyesore in the graveyard where it belongs, let me show you true power, given to me from the shadows. I activate my set spell card, Dark World Accession. By banishing Genta and Grapha, I fusion summon Absolute Despair, Grapha, Dragon Overlord of Dark World.
Oh no. What am I going to do?
There's nothing you can do. But Grapha isn't the only one you have to fear. Since Genta was banished while I am control of Dark World card, he comes back, ready to battle. And now that you're wide open, it's my time to strike. Oh, you haven't felt pain yet. Grapha! Do you see now? You are never going to defeat me! And the same goes for the rest of the so-called Red Rangers in this tournament.
I can't give in. Everyone is counting on me to bring you down. You can't be allowed to win. I summon Megalo Smasher X. Now go, destroy Genta.
What a sad way to go out. Time to crush you with everything I've got. I discard a Dark World card to bring Dark World Accession back to my hand. If you thought my Overlord was terrifying, brace yourself for horror beyond imagination. I use Dark World Accession one more time and banish 8 cards from my Graven Field to bring forth my strongest monster, Chlorless, Chaos King of Dark World. You're finished. When Chlorless is fusion summoned, every card on your side of the field gets destroyed. Any last words?
You won't win. Good will overcome.
Trash.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Zayto? No, it can't be. Please, you have to wake up. Zordon, what's happened to Zayto? He's not responding.
If what Psycho Red said is correct, Zayto's mind and soul has succumbed to the effects of the Shadow Game, powerful and dangerous magic with roots in ancient Egypt. How the Psycho Rangers attained such power, I do not know.
How we got our newfound power is unimportant. What matters is that the Power Rangers are powerless to stop it. With the power of the shadows, it will be us that reigns supreme. To all the other Red Rangers, get your affairs in order, because your time is running out.
I don't believe this, but Psycho Red is the 12th Ranger moving on to round 2 to face Troy. This was not how I thought this tournament would go. It was only supposed to be in good fun, nothing like this. But to every Ranger moving forward, the world is counting on you once more. Stop the Psycho Rangers from unleashing their terror again.
We must believe in Zayto's words, that good will triumph over evil. If his soul is to be saved, Psycho Red must first be defeated within his own Shadow Game. Prepare yourselves, Rangers, because next time, round 2 of the Grand Power Rangers Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament will get underway. The fate of the world is in your hands.
This is going to be fun. Hope you're ready.